What's up, everybody? Welcome to IGN Plays Live. I'm your host, James Duggan, joined by Sean Pitts to play Fortnite on PS4.
Hello.
Of all things. This is your platform of choice for this game, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, why are we playing Fortnite, you may be asking? Recently, PUBG came out for the Xbox One in a pretty busted up state, though a lot of people are enjoying the game. But this is a fantastic alternative, albeit one that I'm not necessarily on board with, that is currently out. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about early access, survival, all that stuff, as well as the disparity between PC PUBG, Xbox One PUBG, Fortnite, basically what your options are for this genre if you're a console gamer or a PC gamer. So welcome. I am monitoring YouTube as well as Twitch and Twitter with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. Sean will be playing here. He's a controller pro. What's your ranking in Overwatch?
I'm a Grandmaster.
Bam. There we go.
So, yeah, I play a lot of Overwatch.
So expect the best gameplay you've ever seen in live.
That.
I'm bringing the bar. Sean wants it down here. I'm bringing it up here.
Don't do that, please. I haven't even played this game in like 3 months.
So that's great, because I'm about to ask you all the intricate questions.
Oh, that's good.
If I have a bunch of hours in PUBG and I ask somebody to basically give me a bullet-pointed list, kind of like an elevator pitch of what Fortnite is, what do you think sets it apart?
So the fort building aspect of it is huge, and it plays a huge part in the end game specifically. Like, I would say when there's like 10 people left in solos, or you got 5 teams left in doubles, it's pretty much who can build a great base and then luckily get favored by the zone. Because if you build a great base and then you don't get favored by the zone, you're like, oh well, that stinks, and you got to try to build a bridge across, and it gets really hectic. Sure. Which is cool because it's. Some people like it better than just laying in a field and hoping no one sees
That's true, yeah. That's definitely less prevalent of a thing in the new map, I think. But again, it all depends upon where the zone closes in. I remember a match of PUBG where it closed in onto a tiny little island off the coast of the military base, and my friend and I were on there, and everybody had to swim up to the one entry point, and it was awful.
Yeah.
Right. But that has since been kind of like tuned. And yeah, there are very divisive opinions about both this and PUBG. People generally tend to fall into one game or the other, but there is a shared audience that enjoys both.
Yeah, I love both
Those are the
games.
people that I despise the most. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was in a Discord, and they were playing PUBG, and then they jumped into Fortnite, and they were all having a good time in both. So hats off to those folks. I definitely prefer one over the other, but we're going to jump in, and I know they just did a 50v50 mode in this game.
They did,
and
I
that
did
blew
miss
my
that.
mind. I really wish I had played it. But yeah, so this is the one map that you currently have. Everything is Christmas themed.
Yeah, I got a big old Santa over here.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, as far as console playing goes for this genre, this is my favorite probably genre, and I've loved the genre since DayZ. I'm horrible at playing PC games, so I was stoked when this game came out to PS4, and it's free. It's like that's the other thing. This version of the game is completely free to play.
That's a huge asterisk that cannot be understated about why this is so important. It's because it's free and it's out, and it was out on all platforms before PlayerUnknown in terms of its early access. So I guess is Fortnite distinguished as a launch product, but it is free to play, so it's a little bit more granular there?
Yeah, I mean the thing is that you can pay money in this game, and it does nothing for you. It just makes you look aesthetically different.
Sure. Yep.
This is my umbrella.
Nice.
You get this umbrella for winning.
Wow.
Which is cool. It's like
it's a good looking game, for sure.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, it runs great.
Compared to the performance on Xbox, I think there is no contest here as of yet. Like, this is optimized, clearly playable, and in a good state. I think if you buy into the PUBG preview, you're going to be waiting a while before it
You're going to have some problems.
Right.
You're going to have some problems.
And the other thing that I think is really important, there is bullet travel in this game, but
there is.
Right off the bat, it feels like it adapts better to a controller. That is my own personal opinion. I prefer PUBG 10 times over on PC to Fortnite, but again. All right, let's dive into the comments. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. David B. straight away says, Fortnite is like PUBG, ellipses, but fun.
No, that's not true.
Interesting.
So here's the I mean, it's like PUBG, but not as serious.
Free night. You know, my hats off to people who have strong opinions about this or PUBG. I think it's really cool. Like, competition is what breeds excellence.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I like about them existing like side by side like this, where if PUBG is not doing a great job, you know, like there is an alternative. And some, you know, like the other night I got frustrated. Ooh, a lot of gunfire. Oh, a lot of gunfire.
Woo, woo. There you go. There you go. Get in there. So in spite of this game looking a little bit cartoony and fun, and it is in the PvE aspects, it is still very tense. And that guy is worming his way towards you in a Christmas bush.
Oh,
what is going on?
There's a shotgun behind me.
Okay,
I'm still not used to the shoot. My biggest complaint with this game is that shooting feels terrible. And that's something that they fixed.
I want to see it. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. That's something that they fixed a little bit in a recent update, where before your AR just felt like it didn't go anywhere near where you were aiming. And I won a lot of games where it was like, or lost a lot of games where people were just shooting at me and just not hitting me, and I would turn around and just kill them.
Right, and so I think a lot of that carries over from the PvE aspect of the game, where you have an AR, it's got an accuracy and stability stat that is meant to make it better or worse than other choices, or different. But that doesn't really translate to a competitive environment, because you want your shots to go where you were aiming.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they're toning that in. It cannot be questioned that Epic has done a good job supporting this game so far. And obviously they still have things to do and places to go, but here we are, and it's running silky smooth on the PS4.
Yeah, I can jack through the shotgun. He has the night thing. That's cool.
Holder on YouTube says, PUBG is a glitchy lag fest. Fortnite is so much better. Seeing both games run on console, I am not surprised that opinion exists.
Yeah, me either. That's the thing that bummed me out, is that there's a lot of people who are playing PUBG for the first time on Xbox, and you need to know that you're not getting the real PUBG experience. Because I've played a lot of it on PC, and
I said that on Unlocked, and I just got unloaded on.
Well, I mean, but it's
Twitter.
Not the right. I mean, you're right. And as somebody who's played a lot of Fortnite and a lot of PUBG on PC, and I have over a day of console PUBG played already.
Mm-hmm.
The game came out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So like I've played 24 hours of it already, and it's not the same experience as playing on PC. PC just works better. It just works better. It's not even the aiming or the console versus mouse. Like. Yeah. Even with DVR disabled on my Xbox, it still crashes about a third of the time.
Sure. I think in order for you to get to a place, and what I said on Unlocked was, I'm afraid console gamers are not going to understand why this game is so magical. Like the essence of PUBG is going to be lost in translation in the bad port. Now, a lot of people took that as like console gamers have the lessened ability to understand good gameplay. Not at all what I was saying. The point there is that if I were to have played PUBG in its Xbox One or Xbox One X state, I would not have stuck around, and therefore I would have missed out on a lot. A lot of gamers are more objective than me and able to kind of overlook stuff, and kudos to them for sticking around on Xbox and getting to what is fun about PUBG, because I do think at its core is an amazing game. But on Xbox, I personally don't believe that experience is shining through yet.
So as somebody who's been playing it a ton on Xbox, although the game getting there is a little bit of a janky process, the game's essence, in my opinion, it holds up. Because
cool. You're the second person I've heard say that. Destin also has the same
There's
experience.
Nothing better, in my opinion, killing somebody in PUBG is the most rewarding feeling in games I've had in so long. And when you kill somebody on Xbox, it still feels just as good.
Sure.
Where you're like, it's so rewarding.
That's cool. That's exciting to hear. I think that means that the game has a future ahead of it, which is exciting.
What is
Stev Ryu, what's up, bro? We got Stev Ryu in the Twitch chat.
I don't even know what that item I just threw does. If they see there's a bunch of new items in here I've never seen. I'm gonna see if I could take a.
Well, we're gonna judge your gameplay super hard.
No, I know it's no big deal. That's why I was like, I should practice playing this over the weekend, but I just played a bunch of PUBG instead, which is fine.
That's cool, man. I also think PUBG without aim assist is really interesting, because even if you did have aim assist, there's bullet travel time, and so at certain distances it would become unreliable, which is an interesting problem to solve for.
It's different. It's definitely sniping took me a little while to get used to in PUBG, and it took me a little while to get used to in this game, because the bullet drop off is so severe depending on which weapon. So I'd be like aiming and not hitting people, and I just wouldn't understand why. But I got used to it.
Sure. A comment here from Xbox Green Ice Cream. I'm going to go omit the last part of it because it doesn't make sense. But of course it's running better on PS4. Fortnite was built and developed by Epic, one of the biggest game companies around. No, they're not. I mean, so yes, in terms of they've been around for a very long time. I think they definitely had like their heyday in terms of their own development, but in terms of their own releases in games, they have been slow. Instead, choosing to create the Unreal engine, the Unreal 4 engine, and working on Unreal 5, and this and PUBG are running on the same engine. So Epic, a lot better at optimization. I don't know that they're necessarily a much larger company in terms specifically of their Fortnite development team. So you have to compare that to Bluehole and their PUBG development team, as opposed to Epic and all that they do on Unreal and all of their various properties. But I think they are larger. I don't think they're astronomically larger. And certainly, if we fast forward a couple, ooh, off to a rough start. But I promise we'll get there.
I'm having a hard time right now.
But compared to where they're going to be, I think in a couple months, I think Bluehole and the PUBG developers will onboard more talent. They've done a fantastic job so far of patching the game, but not on Xbox. We still have to see that.
Yeah, I mean, and I still think that it's worth playing. Like honestly, as someone who like loves this genre, I still think that PUBG on console is definitely worth playing. And yeah, this runs a little better, but you know, what are you gonna do? They'll get there.
All right, we're gonna dig into the comments here.
Kid told me.
John seems to think PUBG is the same experience on Xbox. I'm gonna 100% disagree. INE JCO says game without aim assist on console must be really painful to play. I'm a PC gamer. So as somebody who is very good with a controller, how do you feel about PUBG and the lack of aim assist? Are you able to land the shots that you want? Is it a little bit more difficult? What's that process like?
Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of Halo, and Halo 5 doesn't really have aim assist either, or at least doesn't have a ton of it. So there'll be some times where you just can completely potato out with like a shotgun. I'll miss like 5 shots, and I'll be like, oh, that was all me. Sure. But you do get used to it. Certain guns feel really hard to control, like an AKM feels basically impossible to control on console.
It's got crazy recoil.
Yeah, the recoil is so absurd, and there's really no way to. I'm having a hard time there. I'm gonna switch out where I'm going. Okay. I'm gonna go over to this city over here. I like landing in super populated areas, by the way. So I either get a lot of kills or die instantly. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where the M4 feels really good to use, and certain guns feel really good to use, but it's guns with super high recoil, it's really hard to control.
Yeah, and I do think that's something you'd solve for. I think you could reduce the overall recoil standard on console, and I think that could improve it. I'm going to keep reading some of John's comments here, because differing opinions are great.
Yeah,
you know, we are not the ultimate authority. Everybody is going to have their own subjective opinion on something, and that doesn't mean it's any less valid than ours. So he says, I'm playing on Xbox, and I understand what makes it special, and it's a good game. I love PUBG on Xbox, played it all day yesterday. I do believe a little bit of aim assist would be nice, but still a great feeling game. That's cool. I'm glad that you're there. For where I come from in my PUBG career, that is not the same experience I'm having, and I adamantly disagree with the idea that they are the same experience on one or the other. I think they could get to a place where they are comparable experiences, but I just don't think they're there yet personally. But that does not invalidate your opinion. The DJ of choice says PUBG on a $1,000 PC, and it's still not great. It's janky, etc. And a $500 console. What do people expect? The PUBG test server has done wonders in terms of optimization. A lot of people are running on ultra settings where you had to put most stuff on medium or lower. And you're right, it wasn't optimized perfectly since the start, or even well, but I think it is getting to that place. But no, that's a valid point. Like they're working with hardware limitations here. I do think what $500 will get you in a PC, you'll get a little bit more if you put that $500 into an Xbox One X.
Yeah, I run it on a pretty janky PC, personally.
Yeah.
My PC is pretty, oh God, there's something over here. Pretty old.
Ooh. What, dude?
3 shots. The shotgun, it's just killing me.
I don't know, man. Like that would have been
health.
That would have been a kill straight away on PUBG.
Oh my God, just driving me nuts.
So did they just have?
She had a full shield.
The other thing, and this is something that I have another issue with Fortnite, is readability, and that's a perfect example of what we just saw. If that were PUBG and they were wearing a level 3 vest, you'd be able to see that. You'd be able to internalize it and then adapt your strategy accordingly. The like shield potion, you only see after you shoot.
Yeah,
and therefore the readability is not there.
What
I think they could fix
drop.
that too.
Yeah, like if she just glowed a little blue on the outside, just a little, not enough to where you could see it from far away. But man, that's rough. I'm getting jacked up over here.
We got a question here from Insert Coin. Why are you on the PS4? The Xbox version is superior. Even if that is the case, I think it's personal preference where you play.
PS4. I have no idea why. I don't think it runs. I play it on Xbox too. I don't think it runs any better on Xbox.
Luigi says PUBG is better than Fortnite. I love the opinions that are coming out all over the place. Like, this is great, and also like this is lighting a fire under Bluehole's ass, which sounds hilarious when you say that in a sentence. But like, there's nothing better than competition, and that's what like Destiny 2 needs desperately right now.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. So this is all of this competition is equating to the best battle royale survival product that we can have, and I'm super on board with that. Wherever you stand.
Better luck over here. It's just really unfortunate. I'm getting really unfortunate circumstances.
That's the name of the game with streaming.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, like,
Sometimes you have your moments. You're just like, yes, but man, I remember my first Overwatch stream was just a disaster.
I also like have no. I only want to drop into populated areas. Like I don't. A lot of my friends when they play PUBG and stuff, they drop into, like, I like not as populated areas. I'm like, no, let's go to the military base every game.
Teddy Shinera says, oh, 24 health feels bad, man.
Yeah, that hurts.
He also says, I like shields in Fortnite, but a visual indicator would be real nice. And DJ of Choice follows up on Twitch saying, I wouldn't complain if the shields were visual vests. Sure, and that's totally something that they can respect in terms of, there you go, there's that shield potion
Yeah, I
we're
have no
talking
guns
about right now. You got the pickaxe.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, I'm hearing shotgun shots. This is gonna be a rough one. Oh, this is not ideal.
Ichiko says he had armor, that's why he lost Sean. Yeah, both of those shotgun shots were perfectly on point.
Yeah, if I had headshot him, I would have killed him, but I didn't think I needed to go for the extra. I'm gonna get like revolver ocelot in here. I got a revolver and a dream. I got a revolver and a dream, ladies and gentlemen. I actually like killing people with a revolver because it hits super hard. It's just super hard to use. All right, somebody was already here and took the weapon because my life is bad.
All right, well, you got 50.
There
There they are. Woo! There it is. First kill of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
That's like, what, a Tech 9? Yeah. So it's like an SMG?
Yeah, it's an SMG. I actually like the revolver better.
That was nice.
Thanks.
So is there aim assist on
Oh, someone has
Fortnite?
a shotgun behind me.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Thank God.
If you're watching at home, starting to appreciate the gameplay a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh? There we go.
Oh, someone just got jacked right there.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's gonna go loot him. I'm gonna get him with a revolver. Oh, that's a... So the burst rifle is my favorite weapon in the game. I just haven't been able to get one. Oh, game.
A little bit of hitbox there.
Yeah, that looked like it.
But so far, like, hitboxes are pretty good.
Woo! Oh, rope? Come on, game.
Man, that revolver sounds good. It sounds like it's fun to use.
It is fun to use. I actually like, it's like not a very good, I'm gonna just try to take a different angle on this kid. It's not a very good weapon, but it's just fun to use. And not everything is about sweating, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just want to have fun.
We're gonna take some more questions after this intense battle is, oh, come on. There you go, there it is.
You are pretty good.
And the console cliche of standing completely still.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy was feeling.
Number one rule of Battle Royale for me is always be moving, even if you think you're fine. All right, let's take a question from, where to go? Juan Farrow wants to know, what do you think of Fortnite not having weapon attachments? So I will say a lot of weapon attachments, there's not a huge gameplay effect in PUBG with the exception of scopes, optics, and the suppressor. Those are game changers.
Yeah,
And the idea of not being able to have a suppressed weapon.
You can, there actually is a,
there is a suppressed
SMG.
Well, make any weapon I have suppressed is, it's different, you know? But hey, that's something that could add in the future, perhaps.
Yeah, as for me is, I don't know, oh, I've got another guy over here. Oh, where's that guy? Oh, well, I got 3 kills that game.
Yep.
I'm feeling it. See,
You're good. You got the shakes out. We're ready to go.
Yeah. Since there's no first-person mode, it doesn't really bother me that there's no optics. I wish there was. I actually like. I go into first-person in PUBG sometimes. Obviously, I like being able to ADS, but you know.
Sure.
I just wanted to kill somebody on stream. In a minute ago, I was having
it's gonna happen a lot more, like an existential crisis. Like we were gonna get through 2 hours without any kills.
I was like, oh no, oh no.
That's like a thought, but it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
There's a question from ComicBag09, which I will happily tee off on. Lob that ball up nice and slow. I'll take a swing. Do you think Fortnite is copying PUBG? 100%.
Yeah, it is. Just like,
and expressly PUBG, not even other Battle Royale games. I think that this game was created as a result of PUBG's success, or rather shifted the focus of Fortnite, which was a game that was evolving in a PvE direction, to copy another product that was succeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit dirty, but also like it's better than having your game die. So
yeah,
and this is not like a cheap port, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, this isn't like a
supported.
This is, for me, it's I think that of course they did. They definitely copied PUBG, but it's a new genre of games that people are exploring now, and I think it's a good thing. I think you're going to see a lot more like you're going to see a lot more of Battle Royale games, and I think AAA developers are going to get on board. This will be a game type in other games.
It already is. It's a game in the type in the Division, and surprisingly, it's actually pretty good. It's got its own kind of like Dark Zone thing happening with a lot of PvE. Where else have I seen it?
GTA Online has like
GTA
a version
Online,
of it.
right? I can't wait for the Red Dead
I'm telling
Redemption
you, man,
2
I want Red Dead to have
version.
It. I think that would be so cool.
I think that game could be huge. Like,
Yeah, that game's definitely
massive
huge.
online.
The thing is that like now that so I didn't even realize how hard PUBG was to run until I ran it on my computer, which can play most games no problem, and I had to run everything on medium. And I was like, oh, whoa, this is different. I didn't realize how tough the game was to run. So I'm interested to see how if they could get it to run on console.
Bobo10T saying a very valid point. PUBG copy H1Z1.
Well,
But
kind
key
of.
difference there, Player Unknown himself being part of the development process
Exactly.
from the inception of the mod in Arma 2.
Yeah, so Brendan Green, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Helped make that game.
And it's kind of analogous to Defense of the Ancients being a Warcraft 3 mod, and members of that mod development team shooting off into Dota 2 and League of Legends. They kind of have like a stake, and I know that's kind of BS anyway, because it's an idea, right? And it should be up to whoever can create the best implementation of that. But PUBG is less like, hey, we're just going to copy H1Z1 and we have no right to it, and more like, we're going to evolve this because we don't feel that H1Z1 is to the standard of where it should be.
There's a guy over here. Oh, it's a lot of gunfire, Duggan. I'm scared.
Just drop shot him, man. I've been playing Siege recently.
Oh god. Oh god, he
That
saw me.
180 jump!
I don't know how he did that on console.
Oh, good try. Try with the peek shot.
I'm so aggressive in this game.
Yeah. No, give the people what they want. I think he's going to be on your left.
I want to fight, you know?
Now, what is cool about this that's not in PUBG is you could just break a hole through the floor and jump down.
Yeah, I could, but it's like
He'll
he'll know.
He'll know, right.
I just don't want. I want to take this engagement on my terms. I don't think that's gonna happen here.
Shout out to Teddy Shinaris. I was there back in the day for Minecraft Survival, man. I remember that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What was that called? Hungercraft?
Forgot.
I love that.
I loved all these game modes, like the culling and all that stuff like
Yep.
on Steam. Like I think that they're all fun. This guy gonna come out and shoot me in the back? I'm freaking out.
And Cat Zoo King says a very valid point, and he copied the book Battle Royale. Sure.
I'm just gonna lock that guy out.
Sure. And that's a cool gameplay distinction that we're not seeing in PUBG.
Yeah, and one of the things I was talking to one of our coworkers earlier, I don't have a lot of solo wins because I actually don't like the base element, like building that much.
Me neither.
I always think that the game should come down to who can aim better. So I have I don't use it that often, which is why I struggle. But I win a lot of games in duos because my duos partner loves it. He really dove into that aspect of the game. So he is built our bases, and I just try to kill people.
Emperor Wolf says, just want to let you guys know first person is established in Fortnite.
Really? I did not know you could
Entirely
do that.
possible.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I didn't know you could do that. Where is this guy?
Way to do your homework, James.
I can hear him. Because that would be game changing for me. Ooh.
What is PUBG? Asked Tyler and friends.
So much
I'll let you Google it. Will there be proximity chat? Because that's hilarious. I agree. Some
want
people
proximity
don't
chat.
agree and think it's toxic. I think it's hilarious, but yeah, you could totally turn it off.
I think it's super funny. I was bummed when I found out that Xbox didn't have it.
Mystic
This guy's
Guy
gonna
and
get me.
Cat says, why do you keep saying Fortnite? I'm gonna wait for this to play out. Woo!
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Oh, Zach. He definitely dropped. There he is. Nicely done. I'm not convinced that was the dude, though, was he?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh! There's always a bigger fish.
There it
Quote
is.
the late, great
That's what you
Qui-Gon
get.
Jinn. I'm gonna go back to this comment. Mystic Guy and Cat says, why do you keep saying Fortnite is a ripoff? Because it is.
Well, it's not.
Okay, ripoff in the sense, let me clarify. Ripoff in the sense that it is just an idea ripped off from somebody else, not in the sense that it is a cheap imitation of something. I think it's totally valid. Epic is a very talented development company, and they're going to put a lot of effort into this. They feel strongly about it. you know, just as somebody who watched the progression of Fortnite as a PvE game, as a go out and build, a Minecraft-like with this zombie survival element, kind of like Horde mode. Minecraft meets Horde mode in Gears of War, and all that now is kind of on the back burner as Fortnite Battle Royale is exploding based off of the success of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds because it made it a console first and it's free to play. I take a little bit of an ethical issue with that, but again, this is not a cheap knockoff.
Yeah, and like, I definitely think that the success of Fortnite is due to PUBG. I think that you can't. I mean, PUBG is the biggest game on the planet right now. It's the most people playing it on Steam. It's the most streamed game. Everybody knows about it. So yeah, them making a game that's basically the same game, but on console first, and it runs way better than it does on console, like the console port of it. That being said, I think it's them adding a little bit to the genre in their own style with the base building and stuff, but there are a lot of similarities to the two games.
Sure.
Very similar games.
I also think there's some merit to the idea that like the interest level in PUBG on Xbox, if it had not been a thing on PC, would not really be there.
Probably not.
I think if it just kind of came out of its own accord on that platform, I don't think people would
It's definitely
be
in the
that
state
into
that
it.
it's in now.
So a good point here brought up by, where was it? XFin213, more like let's talk about how much we like PUBG and dislike Fortnite. No, there are redeeming qualities for sure in Fortnite. I think its performance, its optimization so far, especially on console, cannot be questioned when compared to the Xbox One and Xbox One S on PUBG.
Cool.
And I could totally see this being, like I said, I have a lot of friends who play both and like both, and I trust them as gamers. They understand good gameplay, and I do think like what makes PUBG exciting, Fortnite does capture as well.
And I love Fortnite. I have like over 100 hours in this game. I love this game. And if you have a PS4, it's free. You should absolutely play it. If you're interested in this genre at all, you should absolutely play it. So we're gonna try dropping into this time. I might play a little bit. I might start playing a little safer.
Okay.
Because I am being like just
Hyper aggressive.
Yeah, I'm just like running at people.
Glenn asks, Duggan, when are you going to play? Bring some of that Trials of Osiris fervor into Fortnite Battle Royale. I will be playing PUBG tomorrow. Tune in. Destin and I will be doing a very sweaty duos. We will undoubtedly get into an argument.
Oh, that should be fun. I can't wait to watch that.
Destin will, yeah, it will undoubtedly make a bad play and then blame me for not going along with it. But it's going to be awesome and fun, and you should totally tune in.
That's the name of the game in duos.
I love streaming PUBG because it's a game I have like 250 hours in. So when I play it on stream, there's a level that I'm holding myself to that when I don't perform, I live it. But that's what's fun about it, man. It is very high stakes. And this game is also pretty high stakes.
Come to that window again. Come to that window again. One more time.
Oh, he's swinging his pickaxe. He's going to go to the left, right?
Yeah. Oh, someone just opened a door in the building that I'm in. Oh, God. Oh, I'm just going to get out of here. I don't like playing like this, but I'd like to also to get into a game for more than 30 seconds.
Let's talk about... I'm actually going to let you duke this out, and then we'll talk about progression.
Never had a chance.
Just taking a nice jaunt down the street.
Yeah, probably not a great idea. I do want a shotgun, though. I just would. All
right, now that that's happened.
Later, everybody.
AnCat Zoo King says, when Summit 1G streams, Fortnite is more viewed than PUBG. Many people switch to PUBG from Fortnite because Fortnite also has a nice progression system, seasons, in the Battle Pass.
I'm getting shot in the back.
Uh-oh. Bob and weave.
Serpentine.
Okay.
I do want to fight this guy. I can't. It's just like in my body. I can't run from people.
Also, like an energy shield is weird because I think there's an expectation that it's going to recharge. So
Yeah.
that's what it does in the core game and just like in general.
Oh, God.
I
you
love
could do that. I forgot you could
That
do
is
that.
the coolest part of Fortnite for me so far is you're just behind cover and it just gets
That
destroyed.
tree over there just got destroyed.
That is cool.
God, I'm going to have to fight this kid.
I wonder what he's got. An AR?
He has an AR, probably a blue or a white AR. I'm using a white AR. It's very inaccurate from where I am. This guy's just mining it up over here. Sorry, dog. I got to bring the fight to you. He has a grenade launcher?
There we go. That guy's no doubt going to be interested in what's happening over here.
Yeah, my problem is I only have 13 bullets, and that kid's at a range where I can't hit him.
Loot that dude you just killed. Oh, here it comes.
Oh no, potato!
There we go. There we go. It wasn't the prettiest kill, but it was a kill.
Yeah.
And so that's 3 for you this game. All right, talking about the progression system real quick. I really do. You explained the progression to me for a free-to-play game over lunch, and I actually do quite like it.
Yeah, I do.
So essentially, you're playing, you're getting these aesthetics, but you can't apply them to your character unless you pay the seasonal fee. And that is a little weird because it's drawing you in with this thing that you unlock, but you don't really unlock it unless you pay. But ultimately, it allows you to play the game without investing money and see if you're going to be into it first before you kind of decide you're going to go in with cash.
Yeah,
and
that's how
I do like that.
I think that's how it works. Again, I haven't played this game in 3 months, and when I played my time, that didn't exist. That's like a relatively newer part of the game. And I almost bought it before we started this stream, to be honest, because you get like the blue knight armor, which looks like looks hella cool. All right.
Yeah, it seems to be like the way of progression is going loot boxes and season heavy, which is like something that League of Legends honed in on, and World of Warcraft, on the idea that there is a limited window to buy something, really increases the necessity to try and collect it. And then loot boxes are just gross, but you know.
Yeah, loot boxes, they're something.
But yeah, whatever. It keeps you playing, gives you an incentive, and that's what that's on. He has no idea? Oh, now he does.
No way. Did he see me? No, he didn't see me. I am the tree.
Good shots so far.
Another person.
Same guy. There we go. Yeah, I was like, he can't have any health left. That was nice.
Oh, no, not what I wanted. I wanted these shells.
Bayman64, IGN, do you think there will be a PS5? Undoubtedly.
Yeah, eventually. Oh man, I just can't find any cover right now. How do I build again? There we go. I haven't played this in so long. I'm gonna use this.
Chicken Coop asking anybody in the chat if they've gotten the Battle Pass. So if you're watching this, whether it be on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, let us know if you got the Battle Pass. Let us know if you bought in and why. If you feel like it was a good investment, if you feel like it's a little bit predatory, let us know. I will read those opinions.
Just reload my gun right here. How do I reload? I do not remember anything about this game. What the heck? Chat, help me.
What is happening?
I don't know how to reload my gun. Oh, there we go. I had to aim first.
Someone's gonna smash cut that together with.
That's fine. I didn't. You have to ADS before you can aim.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Or before you can reload.
There are loot llamas in Fortnite. Yep, completely dissimilar to loot boxes. There are llamas.
I hear someone. Right? Yeah. I think that's you swallowing. That's fine. All right. All right. All right. Top 39. Nothing to brag about yet. This guy have anything? I kind of want that AR.
I have not calling anybody out. I have seen an outpouring of top 10 finishes on Xbox with like no kills or one kill on Twitter.
See, that's my thing. I always have this funny thing where I won't tweet the game
right.
unless I have at least 5 kills.
I'm going to bury that, right? Yeah. I'm not going to tell anybody about that win.
I'm not proud of that
I'm just going to take that win and take my coins and dip out and never talk about that ever again.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that, again, like I always drop into really populated areas in both games because for me, the point of this game is not to survive, it's to kill people. That's not necessary. Like I have more fun if I'm in the top 10 and I have 7 kills than if I won the game with 1.
Totally agree. Even if I had like a really quick game where I'm top 40 even, but had an amazing land in military or school or something like that, then I like those games over the very slow, methodical camp and wait.
And that's fine if that's like, you know, like what's great about
Sure.
this game is that you can play it both ways. I actually won the city, I think. Right on.
All right, we got a lot of talk about the Battle Pass. I'm going to read some stuff. The DJ of choice says cost 950 V-Bucks and you can earn 1,000 back by 70. Theoretically, making your money back in an excellent Ponzi scheme. No, but it is like you're basically converting your real-world currency into Fortnite currency and then getting that currency doubled, which is awesome. Zachary then says, I have it, it's great, and has bonus experience for you and your friends. I like that a lot.
That's awesome.
Chicken Coop says, yeah, I'm going to get the Battle Pass. Xfin says, yes.
I mean, like, here's the thing. I spend $50 every time Overwatch has a seasonal event. Like, 100%. Because I have 300-400 hours of Overwatch played, easy. So my whole, like, thought process behind that is, like, I love this game. and every couple of months I give this game more money because I love it so much.
Absolutely. And that's the same with Fortnite. If you're
Yeah.
enjoying this game, you want to support the developer, this is a really cool aesthetic-only way to do that, and I think that should be praised.
Let me tell you what you need in this game, though. Right here, Epic. Take this. You took a lot of other things. I need to be able to look behind me while I'm running. All right?
Yeah, man, I
need
can't
tab
believe that's
run.
not in there.
It is in on PUBG Xbox. It's
Yeah.
RB and turn
Yeah,
the
right.
stick. It's not super useful because
Sure.
it takes a really long time
Sure.
to do. But I need that because I never know if there's someone behind me.
Ravenspur says, originally wasn't going to play this, but downloading now looks like a more relaxed PUBG. And that's another big attracting point for people, even though I think this game does do a good job of capturing the tension.
Oh,
of
yeah,
Battle
it
Royale.
does.
I
Getting,
think
you
it
get into
can
a top
super
10,
tense.
it gets so sweaty. So it's like it's not super relaxed, but it's definitely more approachable. I think it's a way more approachable game.
Chance the Chan says, I have Battle Pass. IGN, considering how V-Bucks work, you have to spend $20 to buy a skin that's $12, while the Battle Pass has 3 skins, 3 packages, and a bunch of boosts for just $10. And ultimately, you're supporting the developer if you want to, or you can play it for free. And I love when games give you that choice.
Yeah.
Like one game that is, for the longest time, was just the paragon of microtransactions. And monetization was Path of Exile. Everything was aesthetic. And you just get content and content and content because there's enough to keep the development process going without demanding that you get to a point to pay for it. I like that a lot. So props to Epic for that one.
Yeah, and I love that. If you give me like more times than not, if the developer gives me the option to support them, I will, because I love the industry and especially this game. Like I plan on buying the Battle Pass now when I get home.
Sure, and like you want the development of the game to continue.
Yeah,
So
you know, that's why I
All right.
keep giving Jeff Kaplan all my money. All right. So I got like a nice little camping area up here. I'll take that shield, please. And this is also a ton of fun with friends. Like squads in this is a ton of fun. I used to play this with my friends all the time.
Icy says, can I have a shout out? There you go. Hey Mitchell, we might need some moderation in the chat actually.
Man of the people, James Duggan.
You'll see. Well, oh, maybe you don't want to see actually. You should have given somebody who's already seen that. Don't look, Mitch. You might have already looked.
Is it too late?
You might have done it.
We're
Still
good. We're good, ladies
Okay.
and
All
gentlemen.
right. Yeah, somebody's spamming spoilers in there. So maybe get one of the syndication guys to jump in there.
Top 17.
Shame on you.
What do we got? I really need a sniper rifle. It's going to be hard for me to win this game without a sniper rifle. But I don't see where the crate is. There's not an audible queue to my knowledge of the crate. Maybe there is, and I've just forgotten about it. But that's what the great thing about when the crate drops in PUBG. You can't miss it. Big plane going by, super loud. Take this, get some rocks. Yeah, farm up on these rocks.
XFin213 says, like Red G, I got it since it was free. I bought the PvE version. They've been doing a good job with updating the game. The price of getting skins outside the Battle Pass is kind of expensive, around like $10. So it seems like most people who've gone in on the Battle Pass are not regretting their decision and kind of enjoying their idea of supporting the developers, which is cool. What I do want to ask you guys in the chat who are big Fortnite players of Fortnite Battle Royale is, are you also playing the PvE game? Or is it so disconnected that it's not even really appealing to you? Do you think it's good? Like, would you stop playing Battle Royale to play a big update on PvE? Do you think PvE is kind of a weird appendage at this point? What's up? Let me know.
I personally have never even touched PvE.
I thought it was like way, like the core gameplay was fun. The idea of building a base and shooting zombies in horde mode, fun. But man, the amount of like really tedious progression was just overbearing. There are so many like crafting components and stupid collection tabs, and it turns into like menus the game at some point.
I hear lots of gunfire.
Glenn says PvE I don't play.
Interesting. Yeah, I've thought about doing it because before I wanted to support the developer, but I didn't want to buy any of the skins. So I was like, I'll just buy the other game. I'm sure I'll get around to playing it, but I just never did. But now I'm going to buy the Battle Pass, though. Is this going to end on house? Oh no, it's going to end on the depot. I hate this.
Oh, we got a lot of talk. Injico and Teddy Chineris says, I plan on playing the PvE game when it goes free to play in 2018.
Oh, it's going free to play?
There you go.
Oh, I'll play it then. Oh, I see a guy. All right. I have no sky. I absolutely cannot hit him, but I see him. Just going to stare at him lovingly.
Zachary Venn says, I bought the Founders Pack
there it is.
and only play the PvE to get the game, to get in-game currency. And it's an okay game, but it's just so different from the Battle Royale mode that it's hard to get into. And that, that again kind of goes back to what I was talking about, where it just felt so entirely disconnected. I mean, The Division did the same thing, where they had a survival mode that was completely separate, though in the game. So
that's where the crate's going to drop right there. There is a noise. I forgot about that. I kind of want to just blow that guy's tree up and try to kill him. There's no proning in this game.
how many are left?
13.
Okay.
We're trying to get into a top 10 situation here. All right. There's the crate. I'm definitely not going to get that crate. I would love to get what's in it, but I think I would die in the process. Here's the main... All right, this guy on my left. Come on, go for it, kid. You know you want it. I don't want it. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Do you need a sniper, though, man?
I do need a sniper. I need this kid to get it, me to kill him, and then... Because I'm going to grenade launcher him when he gets over there.
I think he might. He's looking over in your direction. I don't think he sees you.
I don't think he sees me. No, he wouldn't be...
You can destroy the crate?
No,
It's got
no.
HP. I don't know.
You can destroy the balloon,
Okay, gotcha.
so it falls fast.
He's thinking about it. Oh, he's
He
thinking
is
about it.
He's definitely thinking about it. Come on, kid. Man, if I had
man,
a
if you had a
sniper,
sniper,
this
you'd
kid
be dead.
would be
Yeah.
just gone. Yeah, let's go.
Oh!
Again, like, how did I not
good
hit him?
try.
How did I not hit him one time though?
The grenades bounced, man.
No, with my AR. Like
Oh,
my
yeah,
AR
I know.
cursor was right on him.
Well,
I feel like that
he's
happens
bought the
more.
battle pass, so clearly that. No, I'm just kidding.
Rigged. Sad.
That was a good game, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad I got into a top 15. It's fine. I'll take that. 4 kills.
Emperor Wolf says the bad part about PvE is they don't do anything unique. It's just the same old missions, wash and repeat. I think that's super valid. I was actually kind of hoping the PvE game would be a lot more emergent. It would kind of just plop you on a map. You have no idea what you had to do. You didn't have a million mission tabs clogging up your UI, and you could kind of just build, and it would come at you kind of like if you played the RTS, They Are Billions.
That game's so cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Try to get another real aggressive play here. Man, this game is actually taking longer to start than it usually does. Got 97 people.
Chat TV. Not trying to throw disrespect, but I am going to make fun of what you just wrote. Imagine the zombies in PvE will appear the entire map of Battle Royale to stir things up even more. Sounds fun? That's like DayZ in a nutshell. Without the Battle Royale.
Yeah, or
Rust.
Infestation or whatever it was
Initially.
called.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
like,
Rust, I
but
forgot
you're
about
right.
that.
Like, it is fun and interesting. It does stir things up. Ironically, a lot of people have a really bad recollection of zombies in DayZ because it was all about other players, and the zombies were just an annoyance. They would just glitch through the wall and melee you. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, good thought. Like,
I played a game called World War Z, and then they got sued. I think they got sued, and they had to change their name to Infestation for a while. And
that game, dude.
Yeah, I think it was fun for a long time.
Yeah, that game was hot garbage.
But it was a similar thing where, yeah, they had zombies in there, and the zombies would be just like, you'd be fighting other people, and then like, you'd be like not paying attention to a zombie, walk up and melee, and you'd be like, oh god, I can't believe that just happened. All right, we got a very populated city, shaking off some of the rust, so.
Taylor King on Twitter says, if you look closely, you'll see that Santa is actually a balloon on a bus. Good eye, man. Some of our Rewind Theaters.
All right, see, I love this gun, but this is not the point of the game where I want to have this weapon. I wanted to have this weapon last round.
Duty294 says, IGN, do you think the Blue Hole is pissed at Fortnite because they stole their console market? Undoubtedly. Like, there was a huge statement released by, it was either Brendan Green or, oh boy! Oh, a little closer. That looked like it landed. This person is so oblivious.
I don't know what they were doing.
Maybe they lagged a little bit, who knows?
Maybe they didn't know where I...
But Duty, to answer your question, yes. There was I'll see if I can find it. I think Brandon Green released a big statement talking about clones. And it was like really salty too.
Was it super salty?
Yeah, it was.
That's kind of funny. He had been making this genre forever, since like Arma, so I get it. He had like a DayZ server called the Call of Duty of DayZ servers, where they like just cranked up the weapon spawns. That is something I hope we see on console PUBG is custom games, because I'd like to be able to get in at custom lobbies, because I have some fun in custom lobbies in PUBG.
Okay, so here's the quote. Ready? We've had an ongoing relationship with Epic Games throughout PUBG's development, as they are the creators of Unreal Engine 4, the engine we license for the game. After listening to the growing feedback from our community and reviewing the gameplay for ourselves, we are concerned that Fortnite may be replicating the experience for which PUBG is known. We also have noticed that Epic Games references PUBG in the promotion of Fortnite to their community and in their communications with press. This was never discussed with us, and we don't feel that it's right. And I agree with that statement. I think that as a partner of PUBG, what Epic did by kind of tongue-in-cheek referencing we're putting PUBG into Fortnite, we're putting Battle Royale into Fortnite, was just a little bit bold for how close they were getting to that game. If it was a single game mode that was not like a selling point and very much its own thing, no bullet travel time here, it's really quick.
I keep leading my shots because I'm so used to PUBG.
So yeah, like that's a great encapsulation of how I feel about Fortnite. If you don't care, Christmas push.
Dog, come on. You gotta know that's not gonna
really
work
funny.
on me. He's gonna probably kill me with a shotgun here because I'm pushing him so hard.
Console, man.
Come on. That's just people not paying attention. A mouse in his hand's not going to make him know I'm there anymore.
Never seen that level of just chilling. I guess that's not true. People crouch all the time in PC. I take it back.
I was going to say, how many times do you shoot somebody running through a field and they just prone? You're like, you can't move anymore, right? I'm just going to shoot and kill you.
Yeah, you only prone if you are not already seen.
Yeah, or if you know where the fire is coming from.
So yeah, that's what I mean when I say that Fortnite is a PUBG ripoff. Exactly what was stated there. Like, it wasn't discussed with the developer, they just did it, they were their partner, that's gross. But that doesn't speak to the quality of the game experience. I just think from a business standpoint, it's kind of gross.
Yeah, as I could see how after hearing that quote, you would feel that way, and I totally understand.
Sure.
That being said, as someone who has nothing to do with either of those things, you should play Fortnite. It's a fun game.
There you go. Hey, that's super valid. That is totally valid.
I was craving this style of game, and this just hit the nail on the head for me. And then PUBG came out, and you know what? I spent $30 and bought PUBG immediately. Is this another Christmas tree walking around? Guys, this is not a very valid strategy.
Dude, my favorite thing about the Christmas tree. Okay, so here we have a builder.
Yeah, this is a very common strategy.
Which is good. Like, this is part of the game.
He immediately takes high ground, which is smart, because I'm dumb and just shot at him without having. So like one of my rules when I play games is you don't shoot at anybody you can't absolutely kill. Sure. And I know I couldn't kill that guy.
Sure. That's PUBG.
Someone else just killed him.
Dude, look at that dope tower he just directed. Like, that's pretty cool. You're getting.
I'm getting shot from somewhere else. It's way easier to see people in this game. Like, way easier. I don't. So that's taking damage. It must be from over here.
DJ of choice with the sick burn. I'm going to read it.
Oh, there's the fire.
I'm going to wait for this to wrap up, though.
Where, though? I should just run away, because that would be the smart thing to do.
I love that the irony of, like, the bushes, it's supposed to camouflage you, but then there's Christmas lights on.
How do I change which? I don't remember how do I change the. I'm just going to do this.
Not an experienced builder.
I just don't do it super often.
That's kind of cool. And then you can make, like, little mini ramps up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Now that wall's impeding.
Gonna go for the revolver kill.
The jump shot.
Oh, God.
Oh!
The other guy just did not like that.
I love this. Like, if you had a grenade launcher, it'd be so much fun to, like, shoot into the other guy.
Oh, yeah. He's going to try to shoot my... Yeah.
So this is, like, something PUBG totally doesn't have, but I don't think, like...
Guys, I'm in trouble here.
Yep.
I'm running away.
Get out of there. You have a shotgun? No.
No, I don't.
You have, like, a pulse rifle.
I have a single shot. This gun used to be terrible before the latest update. It was like unusable. It did like less damage than a normal AR round. Maybe I could just like kind of hide over here and wait for these guys to kill each other. I don't remember how to change the material that I'm building with, which is kind of a bummer.
There's an interesting conversation that I want to read here. DJ of Choice says, isn't it funny how people forgive janky connection and performance on PUBG, but crucify D2? And then
that's different.
Zachary Venn says, PUBG is in development, D2 isn't. DJ of Choice says D2 isn't, kind of understanding the Owen sarcasm of the statement. We are in year 4 of the Destiny beta. So like, yeah, that's why, is because this is the second full $60 release with paid DLC, whereas PUBG is in early access until 2 days from now. And then we can't make that, that can't be the excuse anymore. Nicely done.
Thanks. I think there's another one. But I kind of just want to go take that guy's loot and try it anyway.
Man, Destiny 2 just cannot catch a break. This whole 3 of coins thing is insane.
Oh, I don't even know what's going on with the 3 of coins thing.
It doesn't work.
Oh, that's great.
It was like very controversial that it's implemented, and now it just doesn't work. I made this analogy to CJ, and this is like watching Destiny 2 release is like watching the team that you were rooting for, the team you're a fan of, like the Niners, win a game, barely. But then the follow-ups is like watching a team that you are a huge fan of lose, and you're angry at them because you know they can do better. And all of the mistakes since Curse of Osiris is like watching a team you know get annihilated, and at this point you're not even mad, you just feel sorry for them. Like that's where I'm at with Destiny 2. They just cannot catch a break, they just keep screwing up. They have to slow down development because they clearly cannot hit this cadence. It's too quick.
Yeah, my thing with Destiny 2 is I played like a bunch of it, and I did everything in the game, and then I stopped playing it. And because I stopped playing it, I have no sore feelings towards Destiny 2. You know? Like, oh god, I'm getting shot at again. Can I just not get shot at for like 5 seconds, please? That shot was really close. Where? Come on. Yeah, I just don't have any negative feelings because of the way that I left the game. Like, I did my flawless runs and trials, and then I was just like, all right,
that's great.
I'm done.
Did you play Curse?
Did I, what?
Curse of Osiris?
No.
Yeah, well,
That's why.
I think that's where the bad feelings come.
Yeah, I think that's why. I just gotta shoot. Oh.
And like the raid content is really good, but
Oh, no way I'm hitting that.
whatever the bullet job is.
It's pretty severe. The thing is that like, I'm getting shot at still. That shot was really close. Guy, like directly.
Jesse Nation says just play Warframe.
Oh, there.
Woo!
He has a sniper.
You have you got some bandages?
I have a first aid.
Oh man, I was so afraid you were gonna get headshot.
Yeah, me too, but not on console.
I actually reinstalled The Division. We'll check out that end game. I have nothing to say about it yet because I have not experienced it, but supposedly it's a lot better.
God darn it. There we go. All right.
You left the heavy bullets on the ramp.
Did I?
Yep.
Sorry. Where? I'm gonna, you know what? I have time. I'm just gonna try to get on top of this guy. If you're playing a lot of Fortnite and you're like, man, this guy is terrible at building, I want you to know that. I already know that. Feel free to drop it in the comments if you want to.
P.S. I Love You Too says The Division is a lot of fun now. Just started back up yesterday. Cool. I'm hoping that they, and that's kind of what Destiny 2 needs, is they need like a year and a half to kind of like figure it out. But then there's going to be a Destiny 3, and that's what's really disparaging about Destiny.
Yeah, my whole thing is that I never want a game to be bad. I want Destiny to be good. That's why I'm so critical of it.
Yeah, same. I'm critical of the series because they're pushing ahead with this iterative cycle of DLC and expansions, and they just don't understand the fundamental philosophies at play in their game. They need to slow down. Just pump the brakes. There's a guy. Tier 75.
Oh my god, my sensitivity is crazy high. It's not good. Game.
Ooh, travel time. Look at that. Cool. We can kind of start seeing that.
Come on, game. That was. I don't know why my sensitivity is so high for this. Hold on. Oh man, see, this is. I don't. This has to be simpler. Scope sensitivity. That's a little much. I always yell out the word game when I like mess something up, like it's the game's fault. Oh. Oh.
Man, the time to kill is pretty crazy.
Crazy long. Because I hit that guy with about 6 AR shots right there.
Oh, he did have like a shield, so.
That's a very, so it's a very, what is he doing?
XFin213, like you said, they're just messing up time after time. Do you think it's because they just are rushing too much? Yes. There are only so many times you can apologize and continue to screw up before I'm out, and I am out. Which I'm sorry to say, because like I love that game or the idea of what it could be, and I love that community, but I can't.
I also like.
Woo! He decides they want it.
You're lucky, kid. He has a shotty though,
Lucky
and
I'm
I
whiffing.
do not. So he's gonna shotty me here. Almost guarantee it.
Chance the Chan. Some guy with 2 million health on the Division, and it takes 90 rounds to kill one enemy. It's not fun. The Division is just bullet sponge-ing the same AI all day, every day. Totally valid. Like, I don't think the RPG elements of play work with the shooter part of that game at all.
Yeah, I don't like games with a long time to kill.
Like, if that were World of Warcraft, it'd be fine, but it's not. And I was playing in the Dark Zone yesterday for a little bit, and I ran into a guy and just unloaded, like, I had a 200-round magazine, and I unloaded 120 rounds into him, and he wasn't dead. I was just like, what?
I just heard him load his shotgun.
But I think he might just be a higher level than me, so I'm not ready to render judgment. Nice! And there's a bunch of stuff.
Nothing really good, though.
The bolt action, I already have that. You want health, and the zone is closing in 35 seconds here.
Just go. I have plenty of time. I'm going to heal up a little bit. Oh, that was sweaty, man.
Chicken Coop says, I'm out, folks. Back to the Division grind. Topical. Take care, man. DJ of Choice says, I have over 5K hours in D1. I want D2 to be improved to so much. And here's my issue with it even getting improved at this stage is...
What is this?
I'm out for Destiny 3. If they announce there will be no Destiny 3, I'll jump back in. Otherwise, I'm not interested in engaging with that series anymore.
How do I use this?
Yeah, I think you gotta...
Oh, I gotta go. This zone. I was just trying to figure out how to do this game.
So if that series is, we are going to take risks and not iterate based upon what we've already learned and make sequels, and it's an MMO, those two ideas are mutually exclusive, and I'm not interested in playing. So, see ya.
I'm a big back to the zone player. Oh, I'm in the top 8 right now.
Get the launch pad. Get it. Get the launch pad. Get it.
I don't know how.
Most important item. Don't use the pad yet.
I don't know what it
there
does.
There are 2 people yelling at you about the launch pad.
I'm so sorry, Chad. I don't know what it does.
Launch you halfway into the safe zone. Set it up on the roof. There are a lot of people feel very strongly about the launch pad.
I'm so sorry. I'm letting the chat down. I don't.
If Duggan had invested time and emotion into D1, he wouldn't be so quick to disregard D2, but I completely understand where he's coming from.
Stockholm Syndrome.
That's valid. Stockholm. I get D1 at some point was a great game, but I'm not playing D1. You know, I'm playing D2, and moreover, I came from a place of playing World of Warcraft where when you invest something into a raid, when you invest something into a season of PvP, you have that reward, and it carries with you. And when they make a big change that fixes a huge thing in the game, it's not retroactively removed and you have to pay for it again in a DLC. So, like, I'm coming from a different context than you as well. So, and in that sense, like, Destiny is not the game I want it to be, and I don't think it ever will be.
We're going to try to sneak up over here. Top 7. All right. If I get a win on stream,
Build the floor.
Stoked.
Place it as a trap. Jump on it. Enjoy.
All right. See, I like that. That guy.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is getting tense. I'm going to shut up.
No. Oh, God. Oh, God. That gunshot was so close. It was so loud. Oh, there. So just so everybody knows, I'm a bad sniper in this game. I'm not going to miss that shot, though.
Maybe all day.
I'll take that shot all day. Should I go to the exact same spot that guy just died? Because why not? What is it? Oh, a grenade launcher. That I do want.
Put a platform. Freya says, wow, IGN is really crapping on their audience today.
What?
No, we're not. Having differing opinions is not crapping on the audience. We're engaging in a dialogue.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people's opinions about PUBG being great on or enjoyable on Xbox and still maintaining the core gameplay, valid. I think a lot of people enjoying Fortnite, valid. Opinions about D2 and where it's at and where it needs to go, valid. Like, all of these, as long as you've played the game, your opinion is valid. And I love that our audience is so in the know.
Didn't want to do that. Darn it.
That's what I love. Like, I can have a gaming discussion with you guys and not talk to you as if, like, you don't play. Because you clearly do, and that's what's awesome about this whole thing.
All right, so we got a little fort going.
Dude, people are going crazy about the jump pad. You just got to build it.
Oh, gosh. All right, folks.
You just got to build it, and if things go bad, you just got to launch yourself into oblivion.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Are you building like what is that called? Oh man.
God, stop it.
That artist with all the converging stairs that are impossible.
Yeah. Here,
Put it on a wooden floor.
Put on a wooden
Put the floor and then use the pad. He doesn't need to use it, people are saying. People really want to see you use this. It's really funny.
There it is. It's placed. If I get into trouble, I'm jumping on it.
Pro tip, you can edit the roof tiles so you can have triangular ramps on your base. Thank you very much.
I did actually know that.
X-Score DK.
Oh, that was just over his head.
You have 111 rounds.
Yeah, I could just spam
Zachary
forever.
Venn says, hit the blue circles to destroy things faster. Yeah. Thank you guys for the handy call-outs.
I'm in the zone still. Oh, did I just get favored? I did. Lit.
MC Escher. That's our, yeah. Right?
Someone go for this. Is this loaded?
Yeah. MC Escher. Right, thank you. That is funny.
All right. Top. Is there 5 people left or 3 people? I think there's 3 people left.
Hey, the most in question, have you put the jump pad down?
I have.
Okay, now we have a bet pool going from Joe Cool. 13 says, $10 says he jumps on it accidentally.
Oh, that's very likely.
Well, now it's kind of in the circle.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I've made a mistake.
Well, there goes. People are going to be mad about that. They like that thing a lot.
Yeah.
Use the med kits to get back to 100 HP.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't realize I had 3 of them.
When's the next stream? Asked Jacob Whitman. Next stream is tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. I'll be playing PUBG, so you can watch me. You can yell at me for being bad. Yeah, we'll see.
Almost fell off. We have to move here in a minute, but without any cars in this game, I really do wish that you walked a little faster.
Brian writes code, says, Sean, if you don't go into the circle and launch, I'm never talking to you again.
Who said that? I don't know.
He let us down, chat. Riot. They want you to use that thing, man. How much is it going to damage you if you do?
It's going to hurt me real bad.
Let's go for it. That's a win condition now. We have 3 left. Do it. Do
I
it.
hate you guys.
Oh, can you parachute or no? Oh, you can. Oh, my goodness. I could see why people were so excited about that. That was awesome.
Oh, there's a lot of loot down there. It's very scary.
Hey, that kind of worked. You went from an advantageous high position to a really bad low position, but it was fun.
Oh, God. I got to move. I'm going to have to move in a second. What's over here?
Get your gun out, bro. Yeah. I don't know what.
Slim juice?
That guy's not.
I had a really great fort. Things were looking good, chat. Is this a person? It's hard to tell. Am I in the zone? I am. I'm going to just heal here. I can, too, do that here. Don't lie to me.
You're on that terrible.
I have a lovely downslope right here that I'm going to have to shoot around.
That's really nice.
I hope it was worth it, chat.
You have 2 med kits, do it, yeah. You got to bring it.
Oh, I see one. Game. Oh, no!
Oh, he was hiding in the fluorescent bush.
Oh, man.
The irony. Smash cut to me being like, those bushes are so conspicuous.
You know what?
Well,
if I had just stayed up there, it's all right.
Hey, but that was a good game.
Chat gets what it wants.
Man, the launch pad was arguably the best
pad
part.
was
It was
something.
worth it. It was worth it, says P.S. I love you too, and the great Gruz.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
Man.
That's 2 top 10 finishes.
Fun.
I feel better about this.
I'm coming around on the whole building aspect of this game a lot.
Now people won't be mean to me on Twitter. Free trial, tier 1.
Jacob Whitman is actually pronounced Whitman. Sorry, man. Cars should be implemented when they make the map bigger, says Emperor Wolf 88. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see vehicles.
Yeah, Yeah, I was saying that earlier. It's funny that there's rocket launchers in this game, but no vehicles, and there's vehicles but no rocket launchers in PUBG.
Man, rocket launchers in PUBG.
If there
were
were
destructible environments, that would be awesome. But until then, I don't know.
I love seeing all these Facebook videos about these battle royale game types that are like impossible. People are like, "There's a new battle royale game type in development. And it's got a 100% destructible map," and it like
voxels.
It's like photorealistic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, it's not gonna look like that.
I mean, until it comes out.
Yeah.
I do think like I've seen a lot of like ads for mobile battle royale, and I am a curmudgeon there, and I've yet to be convinced.
You know what is crazy? I was playing PUBG at the Microsoft store yesterday because they have it up there, and I was just playing because I was waiting for something. And somebody came up to me and they were like, "Oh my God, this is just like so and so," and I was like, "No, this is just like PUBG. This is the game that everybody copies." And he was like, him and his girlfriend were like, "No, we play this game on our cell phones," and they pulled it out and it looks just like it.
Dude, that's crazy.
And they were like, they had no idea PUBG even existed.
It's like that mobile Overwatch thing. It's so crazy to me that people live in that world.
Yeah, it is. It's totally nuts. I mean, more power to you. Play the games wherever you like to play them.
Question from OCD Gamer, good name. So is Battle Royale mode free? I don't have Fortnite on Xbox. Yes.
Yeah, 100% free.
You can jump in, and the way that it works is there's a battle pass for every season. It's $10, and it gets you a bunch of cool stuff, as well as everything you've already unlocked in progression, I believe. Somebody correct me in chat if I'm wrong there, but I think that's
and it's also, you can pay no money and still play.
That's exciting. Let's jump over to the IGN chat. Sorry, guys. I've been totally neglecting you. The chat I should not be neglecting.
I hear this chest. So you have my audio, right?
Yeah.
So that sound means there's a chest nearby.
Yeah. I think I got far enough to that point.
Some people don't like that because they don't like the fact that looting can take so long. Because you have to like look around for a chest. I hope I don't destroy this.
Nuance Gamer says, I do play PvP. I love it. I actually bought the game when there was only PvE available. I was hoping that, another reason that I was kind of like, aside from what I've already talked about with what I feel to be kind of a blatant ripoff, I was disappointed to see that like development was going to go towards this Battle Royale mode as opposed to PvE that I had already paid for. Now I know they've added stuff to PvE, but I don't know. I thought I went into that with the impression that it was at a very low alpha bar, and that it was going to get a lot better and reworked over time, and it may still, but I don't know that it has yet.
Oh, and here comes fire. You know what's crazy is that I forgot how fast these games go in comparison to a PUBG game.
Well, that was like what? I mean, PUBG at most goes 30 mines.
Yeah, and that was like less than 30. That was very short. I felt like I blinked and there was 10 people left. The bad guy on my left, for sure.
Juan Ferro says, I'm watching from Argentina. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it
Glad
going?
you could join us. Can I have a free copy? Assassin's Creed says, yes, you can. I'm giving you a free copy of this free-to-play game. Enjoy it.
It's on us. Oh, God.
True Gearhead says, if there was destruction in PUBG, you wouldn't have anywhere to hide or be safe. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh. Especially like that would make something like a rocket launcher really cool.
How do I, there we go. That's me editing my building. I feel like the problem with PUBG already is that people hide too much.
What's up, Mountain Man?
If I'm playing PUBG and I haven't moved in a couple of seconds, I'm like, I gotta move. I'm gonna go nuts. Which is why I don't win a lot of solo games.
I tend that I camp a lot more on the desert map than the other one. Because it's like either you're in an urban setting or you're in the desert.
Hearing the creator of PUBG talk about like his ideas for the future of that game is so cool. But that's what I want. I want a lot of options because like I'm kind of sick of Murder Island on PUBG right now because I don't have access to the desert island because I play on console. So now like I'm just gonna jump over and play some Fortnite. This is actually really relaxing for me. It's a lot of fun. I didn't expect to have this much fun on stream.
Like the visual elements of this game, for some reason, just do make it a less stressful experience in solos expressly. I'll say that in PUBG, like I jump into a squads game or a duo game, and I'm not stressed at all. Like it's a totally chill experience because you're playing with your friends.
Yeah.
And if you go down, somebody can revive you.
A good one of my friends, Alex, he's never really played PUBG. He played with us this weekend, and he played with 3 PUBG people who play a lot. And we get into a car chase, and we're in the car, and he just starts blind firing his gun inside the car. And knocks out one of our friends and almost kills our driver.
That's happened to me more than once.
And one of our friends from Australia is just like, for the love of God, please stop shooting your gun.
We got somebody, Mackie Jackie TV says, hello from Bosnia. And man, I need to brush up on my geography.
I'm gonna take this shotty. Does it have any shells?
Ace Wolf says, I'm watching from inside your house. Awesome.
Terrifying.
Can you make sure the heater's not on? I may have left it on. Thank you.
Oh, I totally left my heater on this morning. Sorry, Barrett.
We got somebody watching from Australia.
Right on.
We had a really good comment here that I lost that I liked. Oh, there we go. Otter Poet says, imagine PUBG with destructible terrain when the red zone hits.
That'd be wild.
That would be wild. I still don't know how I feel about the red zone. Like, I question what it does. I mean, it discourages camping, but also if you're in a building, you're fine. And that's like where you're gonna camp. So
I think it's funny because like I've died by the red zone one time.
I know,
it's just like, oh, I guess the
silly.
game just decided I didn't get to play anymore.
I don't know if it accomplishes what it, and also it got louder, dude. Like,
so loud, you can't hear anything.
for some reason, as if it wasn't loud enough, in the test server, it got louder. I'm just like, guys, come on.
Yeah, that's what
Most people just like mute their mics now or mute their headsets.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I do like the idea because like sometimes there'll be a red zone and I know somebody's in a building and I'll use it as cover to like go into the building, so because they can't hear you running into the building. All right, I've gone too long without fighting somebody. I'm gonna run out into the open and see what happens. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Hello?
Aggressive. I like this. This is the mindset.
This is the thing, man. I'm not here to just hide.
Camp. Yeah, exactly.
That's not fun for me.
Got two folks watching from the Netherlands. What's up,
right
man?
on.
Netherlands represent. Is that 3? That is 3. Wow. I kind of want to move there, if I'm honest.
That doesn't shock me. Stuff's not going great over here for us.
Yeah, and the Netherlands seem totally chill. Let me know if I'm incorrect with my
Great
assumption.
kickboxing community in the Netherlands. Fun
That's
fact.
exciting.
All right, come on, guys. Guys, what's going on here?
Oh boy, look at this. I just reloaded the Twitter, and it's all about the floor and the jump pad.
Guys, I used the jump pad, all right?
You gotta build the floor first. Build the floor. Don't build the floor. Use it, don't you? That was like my favorite exchange so far.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's happening over here. I'm just staying completely still. Maybe somebody will shoot at me?
Jordan McLean says, watching from crippling depression. Hey, you gotta know when games are escapism versus when games are a hobby. It's a very important thing that I think a lot of us have experience with.
There.
So, face your problems head on and get help if you need it. If you're just being sarcastic, then that's totally fine too.
Grab some wood. Let me just go into
that?
this house.
That sounds
Butterflies.
a weird sound. Okay. From Utah. Jacob Whitteman, gotta go by. Take care, man.
Later.
I'm happy that I am now pronouncing your name correctly.
So are you gonna give this a shot, you think, Duggan? You gonna jump on some Fortnite?
No, I'm good.
No? That's fine.
Yeah, and like people are enjoying it, and that's awesome. And if the group of friends that I play with, all they were doing was playing Fortnite, I'd be like, fine, guys. But no, I see what's here. I'd like what's here. I'm just not necessarily interested in playing what's here.
Yeah, it's a good change up. Like I said, it's a good alternative. I almost think of it as another map at this point. Just a little bit of different rules. All right, come on, people. Where is everybody? I'm just gonna get out of here then. I don't have like really great loot, but I killed somebody with a crowbar last night in PUBG, and let me tell you what a great experience that is. Satisfying. In a military base, I had no other options. Just smacked him with a crowbar.
There you go. I love those melee kills. Screw Snort says, my nephew was watching me play the other day and asked me if I was killing other people. I explained to him that the guns were filled with sleeping pills and I'm making them go to bed on time. It's really interesting where parents land on that stuff. And that is pretty funny.
That's a good one.
CJ Gibson has 3 kids, and like he lets him play Call of Duty, lets him play Fortnite, and that blows some other people's minds. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's a pretty personal thing. I grew up playing violent video games,
Same.
and I am a vegetarian now. So like, it clearly is.
Yeah, I mean, I got Grand Theft Auto when I was in the 4th grade. You know, that was like as extreme as. But my mom sat me down beforehand and was like, all right, so what you're gonna do here is you're gonna do terrible things that you're never gonna do in real life, or your father is gonna ground you. And I was like, all right, sounds good.
That's funny.
I don't want to steal cars in real life right now.
Pelagius says, "Your Snort, nice one. You got to show him Metal Gear games. It's true. You actually are shooting sleeping darts at people.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
It's my favorite game of all time.
How are you feeling about Metal Gear Survive?
I refuse to acknowledge that game exists.
All right, fair enough. As somebody who's not a huge Metal Gear fan, I loved 5. That was my first experience.
I hated
just
5.
didn't have, fair enough. I didn't have experience with the franchise yet, but I'm like, yeah, I'll play it. I don't know. I'm not. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
We'll see. Very, very divisive opinions about that game, and like you can see why. You know.
Yeah, no, I think you should go back. This is gonna sound so stupid. You should go back and pick up a GameCube, right? Or a Wii. Take a Wii out from work, and then go play Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Now, it's not as good as the original Metal Gear Solid, but it's like an updated. It like visually it looks pretty good, and it's very playable. And man, that game is special. That is my favorite game of all time.
There's a growing demand internally at IGN to do like an IGN book club, but with games.
That would be fun.
Kind of like a Criterion collection kind of deal, but like these are the definitive experiences of this game and why this game is important. I think that's a cool idea.
That is a cool idea. Oh man, I better not get into the top 10 with no kills, because I'll be upset.
Shadow of Orpheus says, does anyone have a gaming headset that's reasonably priced to recommend? I think I've gotten, the last like two I've gotten at like some event or something, so I don't know.
I like Razer products. I use one of the higher end Razer headsets, but as far as like a middle ground headset goes, if you're using PlayStation, the PlayStation ones, like the earmuff ones, I forget what they're called. They're pretty nice. A lot of my friends use those. But my whole theory is that video games are my favorite hobby, so there's a couple of things I don't skimp on. Like I save up and I buy a nice headset if I need it. I buy a nice chair to sit in, and I have the preferred monitor that I want to have. And that's it. Like I don't spoil myself in a lot of areas, but it's like my mattress. I spend a lot of money on my mattress. It's the same thing with my same idea goes into my playing games. I do get playing games more than almost anything else in the world. So.
Yeah, same with the PC. Like I finally went crazy on a PC a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I wish I did. So like a couple of years ago, I built a PC, and my friend was like, "You can build this PC, and it'll be very good for right now." And I was like, "Okay," but I didn't future-proof myself. So now it's just not. It's not the same.
Here's a really good question that I'm sorry I don't know the answer to. Kelly Marrow says, so are PC gamers playing on console servers? Do console gamers play on PC servers? This does have crossplay. I'm just trying to
I think it was disabled.
What?
Ooh, so right here, this is interesting. That's a trap. If I step on that spike will pop up and kill me. That's interesting. That's interesting. I have people I was really smart. He put a bunch of good stuff over here too.
That's exciting.
To my knowledge, the crossplay is not working. I think they disabled it because I know that's always a problem with PlayStation. And honestly, as someone who is like a controller player I love playing on a controller. I prefer it to a mouse and keyboard. Oh God, that's a grenade launcher. Where is this person? Oh, is he above me?
Is he in the attic? Is he shooting at you? I don't think he. Oh, maybe.
It appears to be he's shooting at me.
This is exciting.
This is getting bad, guys. Oh.
Okay. He's shooting from like your
there. Yeah.
Yeah, west. Right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Shoot at me, you coward!
I think he's either in the attic or he's shooting at you from behind that wooden building.
I thought he was shooting at me from over there. Well, if he's in the attic, he's falling.
Maybe he bounced it. He might have bounced it off the attic. You should just blow up the rest of that building.
I'm just gonna run away and then try to get height advantage.
Question: are you playing on PC? No, we're actually playing on PS4 right now.
Oh yeah, but I as much as I love playing on a controller, and I completely feel confident playing on a controller, you would get smoked by people on mouse and keyboard. There's you can just do more. Yes.
Oh no!
I was trying to get the height advantage so I could shoot at him.
Yep. Somebody else saw. Yeah, it's like the biggest thing I think I've come around on 2017, in large part due to Destiny 2's PvP, which I'm no longer interested in, but is the idea that console players can have aim assist and I can play on a mouse and keyboard and we can all be happy. I think it's totally fine. Like, I'm confident enough in my abilities, and the amount of people I've seen in the IGN office be like kind of on the fence about a game and be like, oh, by the way, there's aim assist on controller on PC. And they're like, yeah, that is exciting to me that people are getting excited about playing on the PC, even if it is with a controller. That's fine.
So I was completely one of those guys. I was like, I don't want to do that. But I played on CJ's computer recently. I played a PvP game at Destiny with aim assist. And yeah, I mean, I completely think that I could hang, like I smoked that room.
There are definitely things, like I think on PC, speaking just to Destiny 2, Mida is really powerful with aim assist because it's all about the small micro movements. I think the more Twitch stuff on PC is better, and I'm talking about an average player here. I'm not talking about somebody who's remarkably good on a mouse and keyboard. I do think that they have an advantage, especially being able to whip around 180 degrees in like no time.
That is the thing that like, and that's how I know. So a big problem that you run into in the Overwatch community on PS4 is that people buy the PS4 mouse adapters and use mouse and keyboard at, at Grandmaster level.
Sure.
And you'll almost always know, because if you sneak up behind a McCree and he whips around and headshots you 3 times, that's pretty dead, and his like ammo, his SR is like 4,900. It's like a pretty good indicator that he's playing on mouse and keyboard.
We had a question here from, where'd it go? Jiffy Pop, please address how the main game is being ignored since Battle Royale came out with the bigger cash in. So, I mean, I've already talked about it twice, but that is like a grievance to be leveled with the developer.
That's a very, very fair criticism.
Yep.
You'd be very upset.
Yep.
If you paid money for a game and then all of a sudden they were like, yeah, but the free version is making us more money, I can understand you being
That's
mad.
how it goes, man. I'm trying to think of another game that did that. I mean, I guess another...
Oh, that's bad
I'm going
news.
to let this play out, and then we'll get back to that topic. But really good point. And yes, I agree. So another game that kind of happened with, where there were 2 ways they could have gone, and they decided to go one way, was Tribes Ascend.
Oh,
the SMG.
I had my first shot get blocked by the box. Otherwise, I would have killed that person. That makes me mad.
And Smite. Tribes Ascend and Smite. They chose Smite, and they went with Smite, and Tribes Ascend got left in the dust. And hey, at some point you're running a business and you have to do what works and what is making you money. It's definitely a valid criticism that this game, this PvE, fort building, long progression, horde mode game, had been in development for like the better part of a decade, if not a decade itself, and is kind of like, let's come back to that later, if at all. And as somebody who came to Fortnite for that experience, I do feel like, okay, you guys are just making PUBG over here, and I'm not really into that because I'm already into PUBG. So, but hey, if you're somebody who either played PUBG and wasn't into it, or somebody who's just a console gamer, and this is like the most polished iteration of PUBG on the console right now.
Do you see this, man?
And it's doing its own thing like this.
He's gonna haunt my nightmares.
And is like a little bit more jovial and fun. Then your enjoyment of this game is totally valid.
Get over here, gingerbread man.
But thank you so much for that, and that was from Jiffy Pop.
I'm sorry to take. You're making a great point, and look at this man. He's horrifying. He's horrifying.
Wow.
He's a monster. I kind of want to buy that skin now.
That's terrifying, dude. That's like something from Insidious.
Oh God.
Shadow Orpheus. Is the pickaxe a rip-off idea from Minecraft? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who cares? I think at that point, like, who cares? It's a little bit more of a free IP. PC takes more time to learn. Okay, this is an internal Twitch discussion. Never mind.
I think that's true, though. PC does take more time to learn it. I think it's whatever you grew up on. I'm actually going to drop that here. Who cares?
The dropping is... Compare the frame rate to the dropping in PUBG at Xbox One. That's going to enrage some folks.
The PUBG frame rate when you're dropping in is basically a slideshow.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I'm a PUBG fanboy, so it hurts to say, but it's true.
Well, I mean, that game's just not running well on Xbox.
Nope.
My game still DCs about 60% of the time, at least once.
So I made this thing, I made this claim on Unlocked, that people are not going to get the core experience of what PUBG is if you're playing on console. And that offended a lot of people who feel as though they have gotten the valid experience. So,
let's go.
Bam! So if you feel that way, totally valid. And thank you for reaching out after that. But I maintain that, like, if that were me playing that game for the first time on Xbox, I would not have stuck around. As somebody who has over 200 hours in that. Woo!
Oh yeah.
PUBG on PC.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good this game. I'm gonna get sniped in the face in 5 seconds, but got this height advantage going. Oh yeah, got the bush.
Elite snipers. I'm not even gonna bother with that. He asks, which is better, console or PC? And he answers, I think he's
just trolling.
Flame bait.
Yeah, better. All depends on what you like.
Yeah, really good point. The Punisher says H1Z1 has done that, ignoring PvE to focus on PvP, though the base H1Z1 game was DayZ, right?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it was PvE, but it was mostly PvP.
Yeah.
But that's a really good point. Like they had one mode, and they were like, yeah, let's do this Battle Royale mode.
How do I get into my inventory system? Oh, there we go. I don't want to accidentally equip that. This is a win condition.
Shout out to OMG Good Aims per Supdog15.
Let's see. I got a lot of gunfire over here. I'm gonna go investigate with my Scar. It's funny because the Scar is like so good in this game, and the Scar's like pretty good in PUBG. Depends on what you like, though.
I mean, Elite Sniper is maximum flame bait right now, trying to ignite the console war.
The funny thing is that like so many people are like angry about that and like have that conversation all the time. But I think that you and I talk about that all the time.
Yeah,
because I'm a competitive. Yeah, I'm a competitive console player. I play most games at a competitive level, and you're the same way, but on PC. And I have a ton of respect for people that play on PC because I can't do it.
Yeah,
like, it's not. I haven't learned that, and I don't like being bad at shooters. So like playing PUBG,
you have to be comfortable with being bad for a little bit.
Yeah, playing PUBG was a nightmare on PC for me because I just was like, if I had a controller, I would have killed that guy.
Yeah.
And then I got it on Xbox, and I was right. All right, build a little fort up over here.
Yeah, if I stated my true opinion about, like, whatever, man. Like, play what your friends are playing on and what you can afford and the level of dedication. I think that, like, you can go all into Xbox One, PS4, and Switch and still be a gamer. You can still be a core gamer. I just,
So this was just shot by a sniper rifle. I definitely heard the sniper cackle.
That being said, I am kind of a PC elitist, so.
Where? Where are you? Oh, up there.
Woo, woo, woo.
Just got a close distance. Just got a close distance.
Oh, never peek left.
He has a shotgun. He has
Rule
a shotgun.
number 1, never peek left. There you go. Still got a shield. Still got a shield. Reloading here.
I'm getting shot from the other side.
Boom. Pulling out the win there. Nice.
I gotta get out of here though.
Yep.
I don't want that. I'm gonna go in here and heal.
I got some loot.
Oh man. Is it hot in here, Mitchell? I'm sweating. Oh no. Run away. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold them, ladies and gentlemen.
I may butcher your name pronunciation, so forgive me, but Jubere Jardim asks, do you guys prefer Fortnite or PUBG? I personally prefer PUBG.
I prefer PUBG
for reasons
also.
that I have spoken at length about in this stream.
That being said, I love Fortnite very, very much, and I do think that this is a great alternative and one of the best free games I've ever played.
As a PC gamer, like trying to objectively look at consoles and figure out who has the best exclusive lineup, I think for 2017, it's undoubtedly the Switch. And people are going to rage, but it's kind of true.
The past year? Yeah, probably.
Like undoubtedly, the first-party support on the Twitch has been better than PS4 or Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, PS4 didn't have a lot.
But
Xbox One, though, man. Once they were like, PUBG is coming to the Xbox One, I was like, that's all I care about.
It's a steal. I got kind of into it on Twitter with this guy who had a very valid point about. I said that, and I'll quote my tweet here.
That was a game changer. It really was for me, because people were like, what was the biggest moment of E3 for you? And I was like, for me, when that guy walked out and was like, PUBG is coming to the Xbox, because I immediately went home and dusted off my Xbox and updated it.
All right, so here's my tweet. I absolutely love PUBG on PC, but it has to be one of the worst pack-in choices for the Xbox One X. And then in quotes, how's the most powerful console of all time, son? It runs like expletive, Dad. It runs like crap, Dad. So, like, that is...
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad, for the most powerful console of all time. But to be clear, that has to do in large part with the optimization of PlayerUnknown as opposed to just the Xbox One X's hardware, though I think that does play something.
That being said, yeah, guess what? That game runs way better on Xbox One X than it does the day one Xbox. Because I have a day one launch edition Xbox One, and I'm struggling, guys. It's tough. It's tough out there.
So that's what I said, and a lot of people were like, it's going to sell super well. And I agree. Like, I think based on the context of how well it's done on PC, it's become a cultural phenomenon. people A, want to experience it, and B, maybe have a little bit of FOMO there, and they're getting into it, and a lot of people are liking it, and that's great, and that's not invalid. I do believe, though, at some point, like, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul by packing in this game that is running like garbage on the most powerful console of all time. So you're undercutting your core statement there. And that's what I meant by that tweet. From a business perspective, it's going to get more Xbox One X's in people's hands, and I think that's an objectively good thing anyway you slice it, so you're probably right on that front. To me, it's a perfect metric for showing the disparity between early access on PC versus early access on console, and how that gap is not necessarily getting smaller, but maybe larger.
I also like how it's like version 0.5 on Xbox.
Yeah, but it's the same. Like they've applied. It's not the PC version months ago. They've applied vaulting and these things that are new in the PC version to the Xbox version. It's a totally different platform, and they have to optimize for it, and that's going to take a long time.
Yeah, and I've been, again, still though, if you want to play PUBG and you can't play it on your PC, you should play it on your Xbox. It's still fun, man. Once you get over the terrible like controls, but you do like get used to them. Eventually, you will be like, oh, this isn't that bad.
Party of None said it sold 1 million on Xbox. I'd call it relevant. That's a true statement.
100%. You know how many companies want to sell 1 million copies of a game?
Sure. I just wouldn't go in on it yet. If you're looking for, this is me personally. If I were looking to play PUBG for the first time on Xbox, based on what I played, I'd probably wait a little bit.
They're going to reset stats. They're going to reset stats too, hopefully.
They're going to reset stats. They're going to add patches. They're going to add aesthetics. They'll have limited events. It's going to be supported. So I think going in at this point is not a terrible decision, because they would never hear the end of it if they just left it the way it was.
100%.
And also, that has not been their cadence on PC. They've been attentive. They had a weekly and monthly patch cadence for a while. They've now reined in to kind of do some larger picture stuff. So it's a safe purchase, but understand that what you're going to get yourself into is not great now.
That's my thing. One of my friends tweeted out, tried playing or played PUBG for the first time on Xbox. My first game, I fell through the map. My second game, my textures didn't load in and someone shot me. And my third game, I got run over and by a car that didn't make any noise. And I wanted to just tweet back, be like, I'm so sorry that that's your experience, but that's not the game.
Yeah.
That's what the game on Xbox is right now, but that's not why people think this is game of the year.
And that's what I was talking about on Unlocked. And I am one of those people who, for PC, think that this is a definitive gaming experience that you'll look back on 2017 and be like, what came out in 2017? 100%. PUBG on PC. It's like the dawn of a new genre, and by say dawn, I don't mean inception.
We're going for this, by the way.
Kind of like
let's go.
The big realization from a cultural relevancy standpoint of Battle Royale.
Nope, want that.
And people are going to be like, DayZ and Arma 2 and H1Z1. Yes, those games were a thing. They were more of a niche success than PUBG.
I compare it to yes. Also, there were there was first-person shooters on console before Halo, but the one that you think about for the first person to really nail it was Halo.
And there was Dota, and then there was Heroes of Newerth, but the big one I think was League of Legends, and then Dota 2.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's kind of where this is analogous.
Doing something right and doing something first are not the same thing. You'll remember the people that do it right. I'm gonna drink this potion. So I have a shot. I think I'd say I have a shot at winning this game. I just got to be a little bit smarter about the way. I'm going to try to get some height advantage here. Oh, no. But yeah, I mean, for me, my favorite game this year that I've played is PUBG. Even on Xbox. Even the broken mess. I'm getting shot.
And I have seen that footage of the far away texture's not happening, so the collision detection is not there, so you can walk through a building. Nice.
Bye. Who are you hiding from, though?
Hush Puppy 170 says, every question, a 10-minute explanation. Yeah, fair enough.
We're trying to get...
We'll rein it back in.
Where?
Voice crack. Bizarre, you must be new here. Welcome to every 5 seconds of my life.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was good. Had a shield. Yeah, no else. And then he got sniped.
Always a bigger fish.
Always a bigger fish.
Oh, well.
Maxie Big the Fourth. Let's read some Twitch comments. What's up? I love PUBG, but saying PUBG is game of the year from Sycamore. I have a very different perspective, and I think Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey are probably much more polished games. But for me as a gamer, the game that I was most into and the definitive game for me was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds in 2017. Am I saying it's better than those games? No.
I agree that. No, I mean, that's the thing. It's subjective. Like,
all those glitches, those are all glitches on PC still, says ZYZZZ. No. I have been playing for 200 and something hours, and I have not had a single instance of me landing with the textures not rendering to the point where I can walk through a building.
And then the building will
never been an experience
materialize
for
and
me
you
personally.
die.
Yeah, that's never been an experience for me personally on the PC, even in beta. Like, I'm sure you can find videos of that out there, but that being like a common problem, no. What else? I think the inventory management system in PUBG on Xbox has a long way to go. I think it needs to be a radial menu. Bam, backed up. But I think we're right back in though.
Yeah.
What I will say has been a constant issue is the rubber banding for the first minute of the match. It just doesn't go away. And
That's
like,
brutal.
if I were Bluehole, I'd be like, this is priority number 1 after launch, because they are going to launch with that, I think.
And again, it's like, that's just my favorite game this year. I'm not saying that any of those other games aren't great, because they are all great. It's just, this is a game that, it's either Fortnite or PUBG for me. Fortnite is a much more polished experience, but I look at like what game really made me feel this year, and it's like the adrenaline of being in the top 10 of a game, and then like, or the top 5 or winning. Like I remember my first chicken dinner very well. I remember the first game I won in Fortnite very well.
So people are saying they have had that experience. ZYYZYY says he's been playing for 500 plus hours. There are videos of people doing it. Destiny's a streamer, and it happened to him. He got banned for it. The Magician 777 says it's happened multiple times. Just because you didn't experience doesn't mean it's not common. Okay, fair enough. I do think like there is a disparity between having played it for months and not having that experience, and having fringe cases where it does happen, versus the game is out for 24 hours and Crowcat can put together a 7-minute video of it doing nothing but happening. There's a big dissimilarity.
Oh my god, everybody in the bush just jumped out at the same time.
Woo! These are my favorite.
Let's go, guys. Everybody's bloodthirsty in this game. I love it.
Dubstash, what's up, man? Yes, this is how we're doing. I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Got a little bit of a
tens.
scratch, just in time for Christmas. But
Yeah, I'm ready for Christmas break. I'm very tired. Ooh,
Mr. Neotrip says if you got a trash video card, those things are going to happen more often. Yeah, I mean,
oh come on,
that's hyperbole, but it might be true. Oh, that was, you know what's funny about that? Like, that was a little bit buggy, but that was so much smoother than it would have been if that were PUBG.
For Reddit. I stole that from Shroud. Shroud always says that.
The Far Cry 3 quote from Dev Wool says, PUBG is an overrated game. You keep doing the same thing over and over. Did I ever told you the definition of insanity? Good reference, but that's one of the best parts about the game, is that it can sustain itself on a single large map, and you can have vastly different experiences from one to the next, depending upon the weapons you get, depending upon who lands where you land.
We're killing everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Shotgun spree. Mr. Sean Pitts.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in there.
No, man. You're doing work. The Let's Play comes first.
All right.
But Magician and ZYYZYY, totally valid. Thank you for your contributions. I think saying that all of the things happening on Xbox are things that happen in the PC, like, if they are, they're happening in a much lesser extent, especially on the test server right now.
And I think it also comes down to like just how powerful your computer is. Because I play that game on my $800 PC, and it runs like a little bit better than my Xbox version. And then I play it on my friend's like $3,000 PC, and it runs great. It runs on Ultra, super smooth.
All right. Got some shout-outs for Sean.
Hello.
D-Ice-R, let's go, baby. Dubstash, Sean going in.
Thank you.
Pelagius, triple kill. Yeah, that was good, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Good stuff.
That's the thing, man. Killing something in this game is just super rewarding. And in this game style, it's super rewarding. I hear more gunfire over here. We're running right at it.
Rocket Man, giving me some compliments about the last Unlocked. Thank you, man. Whether you agree with me or not, I appreciate any feedback you have on any podcast I'm on. Woo! Let's go. Dude, you are Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War right now.
Oh, that's, yeah.
You were a huge Gears player, right, in the first game?
Yeah,
me too.
100%. I've played every Gears of War for lots and lots of hours. Oh no, he had a shield.
Oh, what is that? 5. Somebody clip these out.
Well, I
Good
think this
stuff.
bush. Woo!
The bush is a legendary. Yeah. The bush that is 100% for sure going to get you killed. I think that's really funny.
All right, let's reload this. That's the Gears days coming through. It's funny because one of my duos partners, so the person that I partner up with is also a GM Overwatch player. So he's a console kid too. And he's great at sniping, and I'm great at shotgunning. So I'm like really normally pretty useful in the beginning of the game, and he's really useful at the end of the game. All right, I think we're set up for endgame here, guys. Got a sniper.
Montana Inc., a very interesting perspective. So the Xbox players are beta testers, so we can enjoy a bug-free version on the PS4. That's optimistic, but
well, yeah, I guess for the most part, that is how it works out. I'm still playing the Destiny beta, so.
I mean, you'd think that I would have been a beta tester for the Xbox version, but
That's a good point. Well, this is not like the PS3 to Xbox 360 days where they're that different to develop for, at least with the knowledge that I have.
Team Epiphany Isaac says, I love this game, but I've still only played it 7 times. There are a lot of good games right now, which is like another reason to stop playing Destiny 2.
There's a ton of really great games out there right now.
Rainbow Six Siege, The Division just got a huge patch, Fortnite, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds,
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
There's like a lot of other great games. Wolfenstein is phenomenal.
They Are Billions, if you're on PC, is a really fun RTS that totally reminded me of why I liked RTSs at one point.
Yeah, so I kind of fell out of RTSs, but our PC editor, Tom, was like, hey, you should check this game out. Super cool. Super, super cool. Very unique game. I just murdered everybody in that town.
So that feels good, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Feels
That's
good.
like when you win school. You're like, yeah.
I always win school, but I'm in such a sorry state that I'm like, I'll just back out.
I have this thing where it's like winning school's not worth it because it doesn't drop good enough loot to warrant it. I'm like, woohoo! I won school. I have a dual barrel shotgun
and like a micro
M16.
Yeah.
The worst AR.
I've gone. You take that back. I
hate.
I've come around on the M16 so hard.
I hate the M16. I'm a big M4 boy.
Roy M123 asks a very valid question. Is the 50v50 mode gone now? And the answer is yes. And as somebody who just got wind of that, because I'm not really keeping up on Fortnite, I want to hear from you guys in the chat who played it. Did you play it and did you like it? Because it sounds like it would be so fun.
I'm bushing up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, nice. Now you're a huge moving target.
Shh. Have faith.
Sycamore says M16 it's the worst AR, lol. Are you kidding me? Well, I don't know. On the desert map, range is key and bullet travel time is key, and that is where it succeeds over all other AR.
ARs are one of those things where like my favorite AR is the M4 by a mile, but I hate using the M16 because it's really hard to control the burst function on console.
Yeah.
It bounces sideways, which is like all the other guns bounce up and then over.
Horizontal recoil is the worst.
It's really hard to deal with. So again, as a console kid, I hate the M16. I would take an ump over the M16.
Potato King, shout out to Sean. Sean, you're really good at this game.
Thank you.
Hashtag
Appreciate it.
IGN plays good stuff.
That's the thing. Duggan and I we're out to prove a point that
Sweaty.
IGN's
and it's going
real good at games.
It's going admirably. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not that good.
Me neither. I have my moments, but
see, oh god, I'm being shot at. I wonder why. I'm a giant bush with lights on it. How did they ever find me? Oh, he's over here?
All right, we got some comments here from Twitch. Thank you guys on Twitch as well as YouTube for responding. DJ of Choice says 50v50 was fun, but a little laggy. Shadow Orpheus says 50v50 was so tense, laggy though. Sports Masochist says 50v50 was fun at the end when you had a team of like 20 people all running together. That does sound really fun.
So it should be a 20v20 is what it's.
And that is what's really exciting about Fortnite for me is they can pivot quickly and execute on those ideas and try them out in a way that PUBG, I feel like that would take them a long time to get right.
All right, we're going to take some more height advantage because I want to be higher up with my sniper. Just going to build a sky bridge, no big deal. Physics don't have to make sense in this game.
SHKOS says, I played it and thought it was decent, but unfair because when I was playing, the teams were unbalanced. My team had 51 players, and the enemy had 41.
So...
Yeah, No, Sycamore makes a good point here. 50v50 seems like you would end up with 21 versus 10 at the end or something like that. And wasn't that fun? You were just messing around. So maybe that does work in a limited capacity.
Yeah,
what
like it would just snowball out of control.
Exactly. When you introduce a game mode like that for indefinitely, there's kind of an expectation that at some point you'll balance it. So
That is a good point.
good thought, Sycamore. Thank you for your comment.
Let's see. How far do I have to go? Oh, to the other side of the planet. Great. Thanks, Zone. There's nothing like starting at Stallbur or something, and then it's like ends on a military base. You're like, oh, come on.
Dubstash, who I play with at some points, says AK is good with a compensator at close range. I like the M16 and AK for the end game. I've really been loving the Mini 14.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are not into that gun. I super am.
If you can get an extended mag on it, it's brutal.
Yeah, and a compensator.
AK also very hard to control on console. M4 doesn't move when you shoot it on console. If you have all the attachments, it's like brrr, it's beautiful.
I think I love that for like medium range engagements. There's
Yeah,
a lot of long range on the new map.
Yeah, I'm excited to try. I've only played one game on the new map.
I like it a
PC.
lot. It took me a while to formulate an opinion on it, and I've had enough circles close into what very well could be a hand-designed deathmatch map, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's always great when it works out like that.
Yeah.
When you're not just squatting in a field.
I hate that. I haven't seen the circle close into a lot of just open areas that are totally level. There's a lot of verticality and topography happening in the new map, which I appreciate.
You'll appreciate this. So on console, one of the most powerful things you could do is get into a car, because of the way the console's set up, it's really hard to shoot people in cars. It's crazy hard. I was telling Mitch, I got a headshot on a guy in a car last night, and it was like the most satisfying feeling I've ever had. I like car 86 the kid in the face. But we ended up in the middle of a field with 6 cars in the small circle, driving around like Mad Max Fury Road, people hanging out windows, shooting. It was crazy. Super fun, though.
It's just like what are those guys called?
Demolition Derby?
Oh,
that is something I want. This is suspicious. I'm not feeling good about this.
The Shriners. I don't know if you've ever been to a parade.
No, I have not.
50v blah blah blah. Did 50v50 end already? Yes. It ended today, apparently. What a great time for us to choose to do a stream on this. Jump pad, Sean, make it happen.
I'm working on it, guys.
Let's go, jump pad out.
I would
Dude,
take
people
a
love that
jump
jump
pad.
pad.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect people to like the jump pad that much, but
it's only on PC test servers, that is correct. I've been playing on the test servers and completely neglected the live client because of the optimization, because of the vaulting, which actually may be on the PC client at this point. But
it comes out at 1.0.
For how the optimization is easily the biggest attractor of the test server and hopefully what is rolling out in 2 days on 1.0. And I highly recommend that if you guys have had bad experiences on mid to low end PCs and you're just down on PUBG because of just that and no other reason, check out Launch. I think Launch will be a good experience for you.
Now, are you going to be able to select the map?
So the way that it works on the test server currently, there are both maps on it, and it's just random, which...
Not as great.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's something you got to kind of weigh out the pros and cons of. And a lot of people will get into the old map
And just quit?
Yeah.
That's like when it's foggy.
Yeah.
And it's like a game of 30 people.
Or it's raining, dude. Like,
Yeah.
raining got so loud recently.
People are like, nah, never mind. Not worth it. That's why I was like, people are like, oh, when's fog going to be on the Xbox? I was like, that cannot handle it.
How would you rank this game out of 10? Asked Jack.
I don't think I'm allowed to give that rating.
You know, I don't think when it's early access, who knows? I'm going to go for it. But, you know, I don't have enough experience, so I'm not going to go for it, actually.
Yeah.
I think that, so at IGN, previews came from a place that had a lot of rules for a very good reason. You do not review a game that is not released, and a bunch of other stuff. But we're living in an iterative, granular world where games spend their entire lives, DayZ, in early access and never release, to the tune of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of sales. So at some point, what you should be doing is worrying about informing consumers with a review. So I think at some point, early access reviews serve a purpose. I don't know if let's see, IGN, I know what the score is for PUBG for Xbox, but I don't know if we put it up yet.
Yeah, I agree with whatever a reviewer says.
I often don't. There are a lot of times where I'll read a review on IGN and be like, Yeah, great. I don't agree with that. And that's part of it. Like you should understand from our reviews that it is not a consensus. We are not getting together in some kind of council and forming an opinion and figuring it all out together. There's one person. And that's divisive. Let's see. Okay, so the early access PUBG review reviewed by Chloe Rad, who stuff I enjoy a lot. Gave it a 9.0 for PC. I think that is generous but fair, especially for where it ended up at release.
Oh God, woo! That's a grenade.
It's kind of a must-play experience for like multiplayer in 2017. So. Nice!
Oh, someone else?
Well, you got that kill.
That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Oh man, this guy had the cool armor.
So you can look out for an early access review of the Xbox One game preview for PUBG. And I will say it's not a 9.0, and that's as far as I'll go there.
That's my whole thing is that like, yeah, I don't really give number reviews. When people ask me, I just pretty much tell people like, I think you should play this game, or I think you shouldn't.
I mean,
I think you should play both of them.
That's like in essence what a number review is.
Yeah.
It's just
people get too hung up on the number. I think
they do. I mean, because like at some point you're making a decision, and you either want validation or somebody to dissuade you from buying something. So you look at a bunch of numbers, and you're like, 9, 7, 8. All right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah, it's all positive. But again, as someone who has played all the versions of PUBG, Xbox is clearly not the ideal circumstance for you to play that game, but it's still better than not playing it, in my opinion. I think it's so, like, for instance, one of my friends got his first chicken dinner last night, and he texted me, and he was like, I don't remember the last time a game made me want to throw up from excitement afterwards. And I was like,
so that's great.
Exactly.
Like, if people are getting that, then I stand corrected about my statement about not being able to enjoy like the merits of PUBG on the console, because that's it.
That is it.
Right? It's the tension of kills.
Shaken.
Yeah, right. The other thing that really sold it for me on PC was the bar for survival, like Conan Exiles, H1Z1, DayZ, was here. And PUBG came out, and it still had a ton of problems, but it at least was here. And you combine that with the tension of the kills, and the level of commitment that Bluehole was willing to put forward with the support, and that is what sold me on the game. Like, yeah, sure, it's got problems, but compared to the other experiences, I think right now Fortnite is easily its best contender.
Oh, 100%. And I think that Fortnite is going to make PUBG better, and PUBG is going to make Fortnite better.
Yep.
Because that's what competition does. And I think we've been knocking Fortnite a little bit, but I genuinely believe this is a great game. And I know a lot of people that prefer this to PUBG, and I get that, because some people don't like the strategy of like, man, I hope no one sees me at the end game.
Sure.
And they prefer to be like, let's just build a better fort than them.
Yep.
And then like you can have crazy fort fights
shot.
in
Sure.
squads where it's like both your forts are still in, and you're just launching rockets and grenade launchers across.
That's super exciting.
Wild.
And to see
Oh,
that
man,
people
SMG?
got to a point where that was like a thing, that's great. And that's kind of like the mission statement of the game. I was skeptical whether that would actually be part of it, but that's really good to hear that like fort building is a really important part.
Oh, it's huge, and people love it. Again, it's not my favorite part of the game, as you guys can see. I'm not great at it. I mean, but I did jump pad for you guys, so.
I really
me
want
on
like
Twitter.
a Mario Maker kind of deal where people have to like build like maybe 5 or 10 people in the game have like 7 minutes to build the most insidious house they can.
Oh, that would be cool.
And like
You have to
try and get
storm
some
the castle.
treasure right from somebody else's house, and there's traps and like enemy spawns.
I feel like capture the flag would be a lot of fun in this game, where it's like you have a building phase and you got to build your castle. All right, we got a shotgun. I hear gunfire. I hear a lot of gunfire. Let me just focus in real quick. So the dual barrel shotgun is a one-shot kill to the head. The automatic shotgun is not necessarily a one-shot kill to the head. This also has better range.
Mackie Jackie TV says in 50v50, the enemies crush you or you crush them. There is no balance, and that is probably an answer to why it was a limited time fun event.
Game. Thank you.
I like the jumping's a part of it.
Oh, yeah. Big part. It's like wall bouncing.
I started, in Destiny 2, I started doing like the strafe dancing. It's really good. It's really good on PC.
Take a shot real quick. Reload my shotgun and we're going back in. Trusty shotgun.
Super Fast Goo says IGN, the type of dudes to eat all the ham and cheese Hot Pockets. I'll take it.
Ham and cheese is pretty good Hot Pocket, by the way.
I don't remember the last time. I think the last time I had a Hot Pocket, I just incinerated a third of my taste buds and decided not to.
The last time I had a Hot Pocket was at E3 2017.
Sounds like E3.
Oh, come on, game. Come on. I was at 0.1 second left. All right, let's go, let's go.
Gersnort, an interesting statement that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'll read it nonetheless. Gersnort says, Battle Royale is Call of Duty to PUBG's Battlefield. Interesting. I
get where he's saying that.
Yeah,
The more arcadey version of it.
I feel like that's kind of a anthropomorphizing the...
Yeah, I think it takes oh god. Oh, that was laggy.
Jack Graves says, honestly, you were better than me at this, that's for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's try to get height advantage. If I fight that guy, I don't know, 50-50 fight, he's gonna kill me.
All right, guys, we got 5 minutes left.
All right, let's see.
So if you have any pressing questions or comments, or concerns, or anything,
that scared me.
we're gonna. Oh, it's the guy.
It's Gingerbread Man. He's
He
gonna
is.
haunt my nightmares.
He is terrifying. All right, we're gonna jump into one more real quick here, see how it goes.
I'll drop it over really.
IGN, love your
popular
vids. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you. That means a lot. We work really hard on them.
So yeah, if you guys have any other questions about Fortnite, about PUBG, about anything, could be another game, a console, whatever, let us know in the chat. We got about 5 minutes left. We're gonna wrap that up. You can catch us tomorrow on here, 1 p.m. But again, still 5 minutes left, so feel free to
Bring a towel because it's gonna get sweaty in here tomorrow. You guys playing PC, obviously, right?
Yeah. Here's an interesting comment from Flip77. A mode where one person/team has unlimited materials to build up and defend against all other teams that would have to find them plus survive to get them would be fun. Yeah. I agree. I like where your head's at. And that's what I want to see from Fortnite. It's got a lot of awesome building that is kind of, it's made its way, it's like infiltrated into this PUBG game mode, but I just don't think it is that good of a pairing. It's like peanut butter or like chocolate and hot sauce as opposed to chocolate and peanut butter.
Don't sleep on chocolate and hot sauce. Here's the silence.
I actually have had like spicy chocolate.
This is the silence I can say.
Mr. Neo Trip says, just found you guys today. Great show. Heading back to work. GG. Take care, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh. What would you recommend for a first date cologne? It's demonic. Are you a cologne guy?
Yeah, Joop. J-O-O-P.
There you go.
It's a pink bottle.
I've never worn cologne in my life.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That is great.
That is true, though. Joop, I'm not steering you wrong. You can pick it up at CVS. I know that doesn't sound like the best place to pick it up.
Sales pitch is really going well.
Let me tell you, nothing but compliments my whole life. In my yearbook, people said, I smelt very fine.
There you go.
It's the nicest thing they've ever said to me.
Wow. Hasterius says, at IGN, what do you think of Black Desert Online? Will it be the new WoW? No, but I do think a lot of people are playing it, so that's great.
Nothing will ever be another WoW.
I do believe that we are in for an MMO renaissance, and it will not necessarily be a conventional MMO. It might be a shared world shooter. It might be... Wow, that was smooth, dude.
Thank you.
All right, got the pump. Oh, you got
I got the green pump. Oh, we're about to go in, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. 2 minutes left. Somebody chugging a shield potion.
I hear you. I hear you.
Bad news. Woo! Woo!
I love
nice,
the green.
Dude, that was great.
I love the green pump shot. Ooh. Housekeeping. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, he has a shotty too.
Shotty bad.
I don't have a potion now, which is kind of
behind you?
lame. No, no.
Okay.
Very quiet. Oh, I see him. Go ahead, do that.
Woo!
So here's the
Sean
thing.
Pitt's going off in the final moments of the stream.
Here's the thing. If I know you have an AR out and I have a shotgun out at that range, I'm just going to push you because you can't do enough damage to kill me.
Dubstash, thanks for swinging by.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Is PUBG only for the Xbox One? Will it work on the base Xbox?
Yes, it will work on the base Xbox One. Yeah. I played it on a launch to Xbox One, but here's the key, and you need to do this, otherwise the game's unplayable. Go into your system preference settings, go into gameplay and capture, and turn off DVR.
There you go.
If your DVR is enabled, the game is almost unplayable.
Is PUBG playable with a bad FPS on Xbox? A lot of people say yes. I say maybe you should wait. But it's playable. It's undoubtedly playable. It's just the question of what is the fidelity of that experience. Me, personally, I would wait, but a lot of people are not, and a lot of people are getting the core experience of PUBG on it. Also, you got Fortnite on Xbox One and PS4.
Again, though, if you have DVR enabled, even on an Xbox One X, you will see substantially lower consistent frame rates. On a launch day Xbox, it doesn't hit 30 frames per second if DVR is enabled.
Dan asks, how frequent do you think PUBG will be updated on Xbox? I would look for a big update in terms of performance and optimization before the end of January. That's just, I have nothing to base that on. That's just an estimated guess. Let's jump over to YouTube real quick.
I see somebody. Here we go.
What do you think?
Oh, broke his shield.
Woo!
Oh, his shot.
It was a good run, though. It was a good run.
Shotgun.
It was a good run. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and the questions. If you have questions, you can tweet at, what's your Twitter?
Sean Twisters.
Sean Twisters, or you can tweet at Duggan, Duggan, THUGGN, both of us, or just tweet with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. We'll do our best to answer them, but thank you so much for tuning in. This has been IGN Plays Live. This is Sean Pitts. I'm James Duggan. You can catch me tomorrow playing PUBG on PC with Destin Extra Sweaty, so enjoy that. Until then, take care.
Thanks, guys.